Hello, Puzzle Pals. It's going to be a good one tonight because we've got two of the best with us. It's going to be Ben Zimmer and Bob Weisz. They need no introduction. They need no introduction. Does that rhyme with eruption? Wow. Yet again, I need a take two. They need no introduction, but we will introduce them a little. Oh my God, look at all of these rock star amazing people pouring into the chat box. If only I could afford these guys like on a permanent retainer, we would crack into the regular 2-digit viewer count, but we'll just have to be happy with that for tonight. We are going to be doing some puzzle material by two of my favorite guys on or off the puzzle scene. Ben Zimmer, well known to us all. Personally, I like to call him by the world's greatest nickname, Vocab Calloway. Ben writes crosswords for the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, most recently a lot of Slate material. My favorite stuff is his hard crosswords that he writes for the New York Newsday, Saturday Stumper. Ben really is everywhere. Oh my God, look at all the people pouring in here. What is up? Please enjoy an hors d'oeuvre on your way in. And then Bob Weisz, a newer name on the crossword scene, but Bob has rocketed to the top of the charts with his really good cryptic crosswords. Cannot wait to take a look at Ben's and Bob's latest material. We'll talk a little more about each of those dudes as we move along. But, for those of you, both of you, who are regular viewers of this stream, you might be used to seeing Ben and or Bob in the chat box. But tonight, because it's a special, I call this stream Let's Get BZ, because Ben and Bob both have a B in the first name and a Z in the last name. You might know those dudes from the chat box here, but we're going the extra mile tonight. As Neil Patrick Harris once said on the Tonys, let's make it bigger. Well, Ben, Bob, please turn your cameras on because these dudes are here to join me for the ride. Good evening. How are you guys?
Hello, hello.
Doing all right. How are you?
Doing just fine. Thanks for doing it, both of you guys.
Yeah.
Ben has been on this stream before. Bob, no press, but you're like, what are you, Shohei? What are you leading off for the Dodgers there? That hat?
Yep. Yeah. I'm their newest acquisition.
I love it. We can jump into the puzzles anytime, but as long as we're here, let's take 90 minutes of questions from the chat. Bob, you are less familiar to me than Ben. So Ben, indulge me. Bob, how did you get started writing cryptic crosswords? Is this a new thing? No, don't blush or turn your camera off, but you are really good at this. And I only
Thank you.
became aware of your work like recently. So what got you from birth to here in whatever fashion you want to describe?
Okay. Well, I grew up in a puzzle family, which might not be a surprise for those who know my brother. We grew up with a games magazine subscription every month, and our dad was a big puzzle guy, crossword guy. So I grew up with them, always did the crosswords, and then once the NYT had an app, I was just on that doing that every day. And this was before they counted streaks, but I was like had like a 3-year streak going on, but felt pretty bored by the early week stuff and would only do the Fridays and Saturdays and started going back and doing old Fridays and Saturdays, and then even those weren't hard enough. And just around that time I was introduced to cryptic crosswords and was like, oh, here we go. This is horrible. I love it. And got really into those and did them for many years, and then didn't start writing them. Well, I started writing clues for the cryptic crossword subreddit, and they just had like kind of weekly contests for like write a clue for this word or whatever. And I just became obsessed and I started writing hundreds of them over the years, and but didn't put together my first grid until like that. So I started doing that probably like 2015. I was writing clues and I was doing it all the time every week. But I didn't make a full grid until like 2021, I think. And then um started a blog where I at first I was putting up 2 mini cryptics a week, and was really did that kind of set that bar really high just to push myself to kind of like get better at it. I had like at around the same time I compiled all the Reddit clues that I made, and I like, listed them all out in a big Google sheet. And I would say a good third of them, which was hundreds of them, were really bad and unusable. And so I was like, I got to get better if I'm going to put these in real grids and share them with folks. And so it was also 2021. I was still inside quite a lot, and so it made sense. And now I update it probably once a month or even less now. But yeah, I have over 100 up there, and then started submitting to publications and stuff like that. And so um, yeah, I would say I've been writing for a long time, but and it takes a long time to get good, I would say there. Um, so it feels new to me still because it's just the last few years that I've been showing it to people that I know and getting feedback from them, and it feels new to them for sure, but it is something that I guess I have been working on for a while.
Well, it may take some people a while to get good, and I don't know how we define a while. I was struck not so much what you in what you just said, not by the fact that a third of them you didn't like. That might not be surprising, but by the fact that you like piled up dozens and dozens of these things. Like you really went for it. Like you just jumped into the deep end of the pool. And I may be like a Bobby come lately to this whole deal, but like I've only become aware of your work like in the last year and a half. But man, it is so good. Like you are as good of a cryptic crossword clue writer as I'm aware of these days. Like your stuff's
Thank
awesome.
you. That's
So
very
much
nice.
fun.
Thank you.
I
Oh,
agree.
you're welcome. Yeah.
Thanks,
No,
Ben.
no. Yesterday, Ben Zimmer was telling me that he vehemently disagrees, but now that the camera's on,
I know.
no,
Such a
everybody agrees. Everybody agrees. I was going to ask if COVID played a part, but you addressed that as well. Look at all of the people in the chat box. Thank you all for joining us. It's a special night because two of like puzzle world's favorite guys are here. We're going to attack some of the material on the other end of the, let's say, perhaps I won't say difficulty spectrum, although Ben, certainly your Saturday stumper crosswords that appear in New York Newsday are the hard end of, or certainly the hardest material of yours that I've seen. Ben's given us a few of his smaller grids, maybe downs only, maybe just the down clues would be a way to slow us down a little bit on those. We will also maybe take some cues from the chat box. I think the big picture here, of course, is that this is only maybe the third or fourth time we've ever done cryptics on this stream. And to do a 15x full size cryptic by Bob is a perfect group activity, which is part of why I wanted to like try to bring a few more people into the chat box tonight. There's no like perfect way to get everyone involved, but as long as we don't say the answer so quickly that people can't play along in the chat, I think we will check the box if people get into sort of play along and get a sense of how much fun it is to play your stuff. And Ben, no pressure, but your stuff's always great, and we demand nothing less. Ben,
demand it.
for equal time purposes, tell us whatever you like for a sec about either constructing or what you're up to lately. Like
I'd rather talk more about
newish
Bob.
gig.
Can we just keep talking about Bob? Because Bob has
Absolutely.
not tooted his own horn effectively enough, I think, because in
Uh-oh.
addition to being an incredible cryptic crossword constructor or setter, is also a great editor now too. We have Dob in chat. Maybe Momes will grace us with their presence too, but the three of them have started the cryptic crossword Patreon, which you should all subscribe to if you haven't already. Um, and uh, and the three of them are doing a fantastic job bringing sort of fun and kind of inviting cryptics to that are fairly accessible, but always very creative from a variety of folks. I did one of the earlier ones, I guess, when the Patreon launched earlier this year. Got another one in the pipeline that will get done eventually. A collab with Zach Sherwin that will eventually appear. But I've really enjoyed interacting with Bob and Dob and Momes in the editorial process as well. It's always, I mean, it's always a much more involved process. I mean, both creating cryptics and the editorial process, because there's always like little things you want to like fine tune or like this isn't going to work. Let's come up with another angle, far more than you would in just like a straight, American style crossword. And so it can be the whole process can be a bit drawn out, but it's always very rewarding to sort of, see it pay off at the end and be something that you can be proud of. So yeah, so I just wanted to continue to sing Bob's praises on that side of it as well.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I should have plugged it. I'm upset at myself as an entrepreneur to not have plugged it. Yeah.
No, I am by far the most remiss. I should have mentioned it as well. And please follow Crossweird TV on Twitch as well. Um, Although I think I think Crossweird might have like the biggest following of any, crossword streamer. I mean, Super Bowl ratings compared to mine, let's say. And deservedly so. I always enjoy watching Dob and Moms do their thing. I mean, Chicago is kind of hoarding I don't know. We've got 2 of the 5 regular crossword streamers. That's like crazy. All right. With with that said, wow, look at all these great people here. I won't name everybody by name. Thank you all for joining. This is great. We certainly have our usual like large cadre of lurkers who just choose to hang out. I want to give special thanks to I think Emma Stone is here, Travis Kelsey. They're bashful. They don't put their own names on the screen name, but I like to think they're here.
I invited Shohei and the rest of the team, but I don't know.
We do have Eliana here who is checking in from Ireland.
Wait, there is a Dodgers a pitcher who's really into crosswords, though. I'm forgetting his name at the
Oh,
moment.
right.
Guy in the bullpen. What's his name?
Yeah, yeah.
He's actually making his
blanking on
own now, and
Yeah, we got to. Yeah, Ben, you got to get him on for sure.
Yeah, well, it isn't Mike Messina like in the wordplay movie doing a puzzle in his like Yankees uniform or something?
Jack Dreyer is his name. Jack
Is
Dreyer.
right. Is the
The Dodgers
the
reliever,
Dodgers guy.
who's
Yes.
serious crossword buff. So
Well,
we'll
I
work on that.
mean, Ben, sorry to tip all the cards. Sorry to turn all the cards over. He's actually Alex Eaton Salmers. No, yeah, I love it. I love it when high profile people such as Beyonce express how much they love crossword puzzles.
Well, sadly, she don't do crosswords.
Okay, Ben Zimmer, I'm not trying to make you like the opening act here, but I think we can all agree that Bob's Cryptic is going to be maybe a little bit more involved of a solve. So why don't we get our like palate cleanser, sorbet a la Zimmer here.
Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. Just
Yeah. And it is so much more, but I'm oversimplifying things. Actually, my palate cleanser here is as an amber edition Red Bull. And I got a nap, I had a nice dinner, and now I'm having Red Bull. So I have no excuse. I'm well rested. I'm like, only my lack of skill is like the problem for me here. Ben, I've got this is actually quite interesting. Ben made a 7x7 mini with no black squares. So far, only Paulo Pasco has been known to pull that off. But Ben's uses more letters of the alphabet. So we've got that. Maybe we should make that like the crescendo, like the third of your 3.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
It'll require some explanation. So
But yeah, exactly. And I didn't even know honestly that it was possible to make even in the 5x5 New York Times Mini, there are obviously black squares at times or whatever. So 7x with no black squares is like some kind of like an engineering feat. So congratulations, but lest we not say it later. That's awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say that is mathematically. It feels like there's some like math video YouTube channels that would like to cover something like that. Because I'm guessing 8x8 is just flat out impossible.
Yeah. So, well, I can get into it more later, but
Right. I guess you would be the person to make this YouTube video.
So yeah, I mean, 8x8 with different words across and down, you would have to use some real obscurities. 7x7, you can just kind of make it, but there's still, well, as we'll see, you can't quite make it fully crossworthy, but it's still kind of a fun exercise in trying to make it as without using absolutely obscure words or place names or something. But,
yeah, trying to make it legit. That's actually now I'm thinking like if you were allowed to do like something different or cuckoo crossword type answers.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, would a 9x9 be doable? Would it be no big deal?
I've seen 15x15. Someone in the chat can remind me.
Frisco's.
Is it Frisco? I know it was either Frisco or a friend of Frisco making.
Oh, right. Maybe it was Gizmo. Right. Or the two of them
Gizmo.
together.
It was Gizmo.
Yeah.
Gizmo
Okay.
Do they have someone sleeping with 9 Z's in a row, or is it like legit?
Basically stuff like that. Yeah.
I mean, all right.
Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Well, yeah. So yeah, if you don't pay attention to like actually having to make legit entries, then sure.
Well, no, I meant like legit entries, like maybe nine, maybe 8x8 is, 9x9, whatever. We'll leave that to the geniuses in the chat box. Ben, why don't we start with a slate puzzle of yours? I seem to have a MIDI Tuesday and a MIDI Friday. I'm guessing those are probably similar in size and difficulty, so maybe either of those.
Yeah. Trying to remember the ones I sent you. I guess the two most recent ones. One is themed and one is themeless. So let's see which ones we're starting with.
I love it. Okay, well, I think we're going to do them both. I don't know that it matters much in what order. I see our friend Tyler in the chat box. The similarities end here. I also use Xword on Twitch. Those of you who are expecting a Hinman-esque solving experience, get ready. Please dramatically lower your expectations. Why don't we, I did not downs-onlyify these things, but why don't we go like that? Bob,
Just
as long as
pretend,
you're
yeah.
here on the Zoom, how would you like to play a key role in the old solving process? No pressure.
I'd love to. Yeah, no.
It'd be great. It'd be great. Bob, I'm gonna defer to you on for, let's say, for our first guesses on these clues. Could also turn to the chat. Chat, please no answers, at least for the moment, while Bob and I try to like get a sense of what's going on here. But we certainly may turn to the chat. But for the moment, I mean, speaking of Tyler, he's already done this in his head now. But so for the rest of it, Bob, what do you think? I wanted this to be a flutter, and yet it is
Or
not.
afraid, maybe as
Ooh,
simple as that. I'm not sure.
I like that. Quaking aspens, that's clearly not it. Well, this one answers itself.
Gianni,
Oh, no,
Ar
no, you're right.
Armani Versace, yeah.
Right, yeah. I'm thinking of Flamingo Bellagio, one of our COQL friends teams. Oh man, I am such a New Yorker dork, and I actually don't know this. A journalist who wrote a novel. I'm intrigued, first of all. When we get to these across answers, this might like reveal itself. But for the moment, I have no clue what is
Yeah,
this.
I'm not sure.
No, okay. I'm thinking of like possible like Roger Angel is 11 letters, but there's just no way. It's unlikely. All right, let's move on. Thoughts?
Yak? Are they in the Rocky Mountains? News? I don't know.
Oh, is Yak, you spell it with a Y? How adorably pedantic of you. No, this could be right.
I don't know.
I don't love one
It feels like the
across.
wrong continent, if you ask me.
Yeah, I think
Exactly.
yaks are like Tibetan, right?
Yeah,
Rocky
exactly.
Mountain.
I think of Tibet as of yaks as being Tibetan. Maybe
I
I'm
don't know where news are though. I
They're
don't know if
like
they're African.
Africa, yeah,
Oh, okay.
wildebeest, right?
yeah. Wait a minute, Bob. I just streamed one of your cryptics the other day, and there was a new in the title clue.
Yeah, you're right.
Sorry for the
I
spoiler,
should have
everyone
done my
else.
research.
Exactly. All right. What do we think about this? I think we both know what this is.
Eds.
Wildly agree. All right. So, what? Agape, agile, agate, agape,
Yeah, agave.
9, fiend, fired.
I'm trying to just think of other three-letter grazers. I feel the dough.
Oh, I like that.
Letters look good.
Rocky
Well, I don't know
Mountain.
about a gade.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep moving. This. I mean, Ben is like such a Brett Michaels fan that I know he tries to cram him into all of his puzzles. But I
Got a
think
friend.
what do you think?
You've got a friend.
I
I mean,
mean, my
that's.
first thought was her, and it just is not. And then I was like, what am I talking about? Of course I know who this is. This
Do
is
I
the
know
Fire
that
and
this is
Rain song?
not the Toy Story song, right?
No.
You got a
That's You've
friend
Got a
in
Friend in
me.
Me by Randy Newman.
That's what
Wait,
that
Randy
is.
Newman
Okay,
was this,
that does
maybe
fit.
Randy, oh my, I can't even
Nalman.
stop. My jokes are terrible when I don't put them in with typos. No, this is by the guy who sang Fire and Rain.
Oh, James Taylor.
That's the guy.
Okay.
Please ignore my typos. Actually, if Bob or Ben or anybody, if you notice my typos, please feel free to call them out because it just slows things. When I'm here streaming alone, they just embarrassingly sit there.
So a footnote on that one, in case the commenters are gonna get me for this. It is a Carole King song. She wrote the song,
Of course you did.
but she put it on her Tapestries album, and James Taylor also sang it and had a hit with it. But for the purposes of this particular theme, James Taylor is actually more relevant than Carole King.
Because 18 Across named the James Taylor version the theme
Correct.
song of her life.
Correct.
Okay.
Exactly. Yeah, Ben is Ben has got a theme going here. I mean, the band James is a band, and of course, Taylor Dane, Ben's favorite singer, is also a musician. All right. Pixar film that flopped in the summer of 20. I didn't know we had a cryptogram about that in the newspaper. Pixar's biggest flop was, at least maybe until this movie, Pixar's biggest flop was the movie The Good Dinosaur that made
Oh,
only like
right.
$265 million or whatever. I did not know they had a flop. Was that the one about the mermaid boy, the mer boy?
This Elio, this one,
Is
Elio,
that
I
what
don't know
this
how it's
is?
pronounced. Yeah, no, yeah, I think you might be thinking of Luca
I
was
was thinking of
about.
this. Now, I
Yeah,
don't even
no,
know
that
for certain if
wasn't.
it was Pixar or just like Disney, whatever.
I forget who made Luca, but it
Or
didn't come out in 2025.
it wasn't
Elio,
that. That was not a flop, and that came out before. All right, so Elio, how do we spell this?
yeah, Elio,
Like that?
Elio. I'm not sure.
I mean, I think we can blame a tiny percentage of its flopping on me because I've never heard
There you go.
of it.
Ben Z,
Okay.
do you know how it's pronounced?
Oh, I thought it was just Elio. I don't actually know.
Okay,
I also did not see it, but I've used it in a couple of crosswords already, despite not having seen it.
word.
Birthplace of Beethoven,
Uh,
somewhere in the Rocky Mountains. I'm not sure where.
I think Bonn, right? Or Bonn? I don't know how it's pronounced.
I love that guess. I love Jeb. You know I'm a huge.
Deb.
That's legit. That's quite possible. Like I couldn't say for sure. I think Germany certainly sounds pretty good.
A
What?
team. Go team.
I love it.
We rock. We
And color,
rule.
you would say like,
I don't
go,
know.
go, go, or
Sure seems like 10 across is Halo.
agree.
Hooray. Maybe just hooray.
Oh, that's way better. Well, Ben being an old-fashioned guy probably spells it like this, but yeah, I think hooray's
Could be.
legit. Is this like that at 12 across, conceivably?
Call used in the Australian outback. Oh, is this? No, Suey is,
That's like Arkansas
yeah,
Razorback.
that's Appalachian.
Yep. I
I'm not
mean,
sure.
I feel like that,
Yeah,
like,
cumin makes sense. Makes
yeah,
sense.
you got me beat, Ben. I mean, isn't this the only five-letter word that anyone knows about the Outback? I don't think. All right. What's 14? Sure on Patreon. Oh, that is the Booby Puppy Crossweird TV Patreon. Ben, little Rebus. I like
Are
it.
you okay?
Sure.
Oh wait,
Uh,
I'm sorry. I didn't look at this 14. All right, I got a guess for 14.
Me too. Wikis, you
It's my
think?
guess.
And War On probably for 14
Oh,
across.
very good. Very good. War on. That's what people usually start saying about my streams after like 5 or 10 minutes. But with you guys here, it's like a special night. What is 15 across, by the way? What is 18 across? It's sometimes fun to look at them before they become too obvious. I mean, if we got it, Ben intimated that James Taylor was part of like a little mini theme. So is 18 across like a band or a singer? Is it
I think
Dickie?
it says her life, so it's a woman or girl,
Um,
but I assume woman if it's about her whole life.
I can't spit out the name, but I'm thinking of with a K. I was thinking of Dionne Warwick because it has a K and it's all right. Well, that's clearly not right. I guess we need to move on. We don't have any kind of a guess, do we? I
Yeah.
mean,
What's that?
I
This'll
actually have a
help.
guess for this. I mean, if it were five letters, I would say this.
Nonet, not
In
n-
six
no,
letters,
nonad.
I think it is like, isn't that
Oh,
what
okay.
one?
Yep.
Is in fact that what I think that is that what that is? I'm not
Hmm.
sure.
Yeah, it's the same thing. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, Dabalino is making a
One's Greek,
great.
one's Latin.
Well, yeah, there you go. That you got me there. Dob Alino is making an excellent suggestion in the chat.
In
We do have another Ben Zimmer slate. We could do that. We could turtleify Ben your other. That would be fun. I don't think I've ever done a turtle mode. We can explain that in a second. Okay, gets a flat. Is that clams as in like a jazz musician's term for a wrong note? And I doubt that's right, but that's all I got. Oh, I think I see 15
Oh,
across.
I think I
15
see 18
across. 15.
across. And I actually think I did this puzzle, but I may have done
Um,
it acrosses only because I
okay,
don't
well, I
remember
think
these clues.
sorry to interrupt if I did. Um, I think I see the first name at 18 across. I am not seeing I have a guess for 15 across. I assume Ben is not going to controversially clue it as a Woody Allen movie from, you know. our child.
Oh, uh-huh. Interiors.
Yeah, which would make 17 down what?
Uh, it's flat.
Oh, I know it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. RE something. Ah, great. Very clever.
Yep. It was to let until the person rented.
Mhm.
When I was 12 years old, I took my first trip overseas. It was to London, England, on the way to my Israel bar mitzvah. And there were signs all over to let, as in like apartment or space available for rent. And I thought they all were advertising that they had a toilet, but they all had the same like typo. So that explains a lot about my ability or lack thereof to do crossword.
It's
All right.
good.
What is going on at 18 across right now, Diane? I want this to be Diana Crawl. I want it to be Diane. I'm just Diane Warren. Wait, it can't be Diane Warren if these are if this one's.
It's Diane K. All these letters are right.
Oh, it is a Woody Allen mini theme. Oh, this is probably
Well,
in memoriam. Ben, you probably wrote this right
yeah.
after the passing of Diane Keaton. Is that fair to say?
It's fair to say.
Yeah, I figured as much. All right, 19 down.
It's Olay Olay, I assume.
Um, I think that is not only a good guess, I think it is the best possible guess. Oh, speak of the devil.
Hey, Dodgers are close.
NL West, yeah.
Um,
Oh,
look
I,
at 21 across. Is that?
right. I think we do
Oh
have
my
a
God, there is a
typo.
mini theme after all. Yeah.
More of a mega theme, but go ahead.
Yeah, this is dense
Did
with
James
long theme
Taylor ever
material.
appear in a Woody Allen movie?
No, but
Nobody,
I did find the connection that's in the six down clue.
Oh,
That's for real.
there's a Diane Keaton connection.
You
it
read the
was the
clue for
song
six
of her
down.
life. Yeah.
They asked her, "What is the song of your life?" And she said, "You've Got a Friend" by James Taylor.
Oh, well
It,
done.
I
And
just
very
found it in
elegant.
some interview, but yeah.
That is incredible that you decided to throw in a Diane Keaton triple stack, and by a complete coincidence, James Taylor also happened to fit in there. Good job. That's great.
And don't
And
forget about three down.
yeah, it seems like three down is referencing.
Why don't we, before we look at other clues, why don't we see if this now makes more sense to us?
I don't know this factoid.
New Yorker journalist who wrote,
Yeah, this name is not as famous as the other names.
yeah, right, but inspired Diane Keaton's character in 15 Across. I don't think I've ever actually seen Interiors, which I wasn't that like referenced in like, Bananas or like Sleeper or something. Like I liked his earlier funny, movies or whatever.
Yeah, this was his first serious unfunny movie. Yeah.
Right. So what I want this to be is what was her name? The great New Yorker film critic. I don't think it was 11 letters though. Pauline Kael.
Pauline Kael. Yeah.
Wait, that is 11 letters. But unless we put the Kael in the middle, like a classic booby puppy, like container charade complex clue, I don't think that's gonna get the job.
Yeah.
So a female New Yorker journalist who also wrote a novel. How about what was her name who did You've Got Mail and who wrote When Harry Met
Nora Ephron.
Yeah, that's only 10 letters. All right,
Yeah.
I just don't know who this is.
We do have the T and the A. Yeah. So I'm guessing
Yeah,
that's the AA is where the space is.
exactly. Renata Adler or something like that.
That would fit.
Yeah, but I made that up. Or did
You're very
I?
good at making up names, apparently.
Oh,
Okay, is that maybe I've seen it and like maybe I've only vaguely
No, you just made that up right now.
no, I honestly don't know it to be a person, but maybe I did know it, to be, and just like I maybe I didn't make it up, but I couldn't tell you the first thing about this person, even a New Yorker. I'm a hardcore New Yorker stan. I went to 7 New Yorker festivals in a row. I read every issue for 12 years, but I have to admit, you get it. All right, so if this is an E,
it's elk.
it is
Just hit me, and that fits with all the crossers.
You beat me to it. No, I was
Oh,
gonna
sorry.
say, isn't it that? No, it is
Sorry.
that. All right, Renata Adler. I guess I've heard of this person. All right. Anyway, wait a minute. Did you
Is
say
it?
Stewie? I think you might
Yeah,
be.
is it cooey? Did they say cooey in
Is
Australia?
that the Aussie version of
That's apparently what they
Slog
say.
Suey?
All right.
Ben, thank you for teaching us a new word. I
Yeah.
know that one. All right. Well, you got me here. I thought this was going to be cadets at 22 across, and yet is that not this? No,
No, I don't. Acai is not a seed, it's a berry.
oh,
Chia
you're
is
right.
the
You're right. Wait,
seed.
wait,
Yeah,
wait. So
it is cadets.
is this Ben Zimmer's favorite recreational? Just kidding. Uh,
Uh,
is it,
chia. Yeah,
oh,
the other way.
so it's not chai tea, but a chia seed, of course. All right. So let's not look at the clue for 23 down. I'm not. I invite you to not. This is going to be this. This is one of the, no, it's probably this.
Probably hula.
Yeah. Iced Audi. I'm going to put Audi. Now I'm
That
looking.
works for me.
Yeah, of course, it had to be. It had to
And
be.
there it is, Porsche's
Yeah.
sister brand.
Yep. We needed a vowel there. All right. 26 across. I'm not looking at the clue, so neither can you.
So
Oh, no.
no,
It's over on the right.
not downs only, but no, just no clues.
Well, right. Well, it's that then you turn it, then it becomes like a constructing crossword constructing clue.
Right.
I want 26 to be Chloe. I haven't really,
Oh,
honestly,
that's good. Yeah, I
I
can't think
haven't
of
looked at the
anything
down
else.
clue yet. But if that's, I'm not looking at the down clues. This is so indulgent of me because
Chloe,
everyone here has looked at the
maybe
clue.
bottom is beret.
Yep, exactly. Pub, cab, AWOLs, fools. See,
Well,
Camper Van Beethoven, Ben Zimmer's favorite band.
oh, but if that's a vowel, then it's weird to put a vowel in the next one, which it seems like you would want for 27 down, unless 27 down is HRE. I'm thinking beret is not right.
How about carrot?
Oh,
Owners Association, and CFC, Ben Zimmer's favorite carcinogenic substance. Ben, I project Ben's favorite blank onto Ben all the time. And he's such a lovely, patient man that he just quietly rolls his eyes non-physically and lets me do it.
damn, that
Okay,
fit
here,
really
let's,
well if it weren't for it not being right.
oh, wait a minute. My idiot theory of homeowner association actually looks like it's right because
Oh, right. Now I'm looking at the clues.
was
Oh, and it's
Khloe
Chloe with a
Kardashian
K.
Was Khloe Kardashian in a Woody Allen movie that we didn't know about? Was she in Interiors as a fetus? All right. And if you
He's
look to
still
your
making them.
right, you get what Tyler Hinman always gets on his stream, and I rarely get on mine. A green box saying the puzzle is filled correctly. I usually get something more that looks more like that. Anyway, good puzzle, Ben. I love it. What better way to like give a respectful, nod toward Diane Keaton than to like do it with a crossword. Why don't we look at Ben's across clues for a sec? There's no Sally Field,
Oh,
Woody Allen of.
this is
Oh,
not a Woody Allen theme. This is a Diane Keaton
Woody Allen
theme.
Oh
is not
yeah,
mentioned at all in this puzzle,
Yeah,
all right.
despite
That's fair.
having
That's a good
directed
point.
two movies.
That's a
right.
good point. That's a good point. Well, Ben has got like the soul of an archivist, and so like if Sally Field and Diane Keaton had co-presented an Oscar together in 1980, Ben would totally know it.
They
So
couldn't all be themers, just the long
exactly,
names.
exactly. Now, and if this was Diane Keaton's favorite video
That's
game, then
good.
Ben knows everything. Shabba Ranks, Ben's favorite musician. We go on. Didn't go with Anna Ing from They Might Be Giants, Ben. Interesting choice. War On, Bob Weisz. You had a really good letterbank clue. I'm just gonna go ahead and give that away. Bob knows that Ben Zimmer and I love Selena Gomez. We're Selenators, as they say. So Bob took the Selena Gomez song title, The Heart Wants What It Wants, and he boiled it down to its isogram. It's 9 letters, and where's thin was the answer. That was, what can I say? Yet another great Bob clue. We're about to see some Bob clues that none of us have seen yet, or I certainly haven't. All right. This was an Alan Smithy production, apparently. Nice. Ben, this is really good, actually. Jokes aside, this is very nice.
Yeah, this is really great.
I got lucky, I must say. Just, the backstory of this Stankian diet, I'm like, well, she's 11 letters, kind of need to put her in a MIDI. Because, with slate MIDIs, I'm often just looking for some sort of news hook, because since they seem to like those. And so I'm like, okay, I'll put Diane Keaton and Annie Hall. Actually, keep the grid up for a sec so I can
Sure.
just tell you how it came together. So I'm like, okay, Diane Keaton and Annie Hall. I can just, stack those and then figure out other things. but then I was like, I want to have the long 11s too going down, and I'm like, huh, Renata Adler was one of the choices that, and I'm like, wait a minute, Renata Adler, and then I'm like, had this like vague memory, and I'm like, oh yeah, she has a Diane Keaton connection too. Let's go ahead and put her in. And then I realized that that interiors could like stack right on top of Diane Keaton at that point. And then with six down, it's like, well, James Taylor, it would be a shame if she didn't have a Diane Keaton connection. So I just Googled their names and I was like, oh, it's the song of her life. Sure, why not? So it's like it was just total happenstance that, I could actually get five long themers into an 11 by 11, which is
Yeah.
not
Excellent.
not
Excellent.
usual.
Well,
Wow.
luck
But-
favors the prepared. Is that the stuff
yeah.
that's you put yourself in the position for that amazing thing to happen. So
Well, I'm always on the lookout for these with these slate midis. First of all, for just 11s, I'm always looking for new 11s. So, and then if I start finding other 11s that match up, then it's like, oh, how can we get these all on the same grid? So, like just as an example, when I first heard that Megalopolis was coming out, I'm like, okay, Megalopolis, that's an 11. Who's in it? Oh, Aubrey Plaza. She's an 11. She plays a character named Wow Platinum. Sure, why not? That's an 11. And then I was able to make them cross, so that, that you could actually like have
Wow.
two of them cross the other one. I'm like, okay, that works.
Wow.
Usually it's just luck if that happens.
So wait, for this one, you were like, I want to put Diane Keaton in any hall and I'll stack them. And were you like the AA lining up seems like it would be really limiting, but
Yeah.
you were like, I'll just put that in the grid and see what pops up.
Yeah, and Renata Adler popped up, and that just like
That's nuts.
I was just like, wait, there's the connection there. And Diane Keaton's character in Interiors is actually named Renata, like that's the first name of the character. So it's like
wow.
clearly based
Wow.
on this person. But
Wow. Wheels within wheels, man, as someone once said. That is ridiculous. That like both that Renata Adler also popped up and also somehow was like relevant to this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Wow.
my my much more modest equivalent is I decided, I like tennis. So I decided to make a tennis mini once. And I just kept messing around and I I stumbled on the fact that of the five, excuse me, all right, I'm gonna unshare the screen for 1 second. There were four former world number one tennis players: Nadal, Evert, Laver, and Celis. And that I was somehow able to cram their names into a 5x5 mini. All right, great, cool
I
story,
remember
bro.
that. I
Anyway,
remember that one.
That's
You shared
amazing.
that you shared that on the socials. I remember. It was
yeah,
good.
yeah. And Ben, our COQL friend and superior, and also a professional tennis writer, Ben Rothenberg, generously sent that around to his tens of thousands of like readers. That was fun for me.
Wow.
Should we turtleify your other one, Ben? Would that slow us down too much?
You could try. I mean, it is themeless, so you don't have to worry about figuring out a theme. So it could work on turtle mode.
Okay.
Why
I'm
not?
looking at the clock. We're 45 minutes in. Bob's puzzle will certainly take us a while. We've got two more of yours. So we could turtle it, we could downs it, we could, I'm open
I
to
mean,
whatever.
maybe just regular downs is fine.
Regular, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do turtles another time. Turtles all the way down, is that a thing?
Turtles seems to work well with like a themeless 15 just because you've got more access points and stuff. I mean, with the MIDI, you may just end up with stuff that you can't figure it out. So,
On the
um,
Good,
crossword
sorry.
stream, sometimes we do turtles only or turtle mode downs only, turtles all the way
right,
downs. But that is like a group solve of like 30
right.
very
Yeah.
smart people.
Yeah, you need like 3 NAADs of people for that to.
There we go.
Okay, here, sorry. Ben, whatever you just said about turtles and whatever, I was distracted by my own. I'll pick it up later on the VOD. Like I was very, this topic interests me so much and I took myself out of like the flow, but another cool story, bro. Okay, here we, all right, I'm gonna before I share the screen, I'm gonna hide the clues. Hide the across clues. Okay, we are now going to look at the second of tonight's. Ben, someday we'll do an NAAD of your slate. Sorry,
Yeah.
that's
Got to
tough.
stock up.
9x9.
My new favorite word. Okay, so this is Ben. This is what, a more recent slate
Yeah, this just came out last week. Yeah. Friday? Yeah, last Friday.
I'm going to pause for a hot second before we start. Ladavi, welcome. Ladavi, another one of our European regular viewers. Ladavi's mentioning that he played a trivia game against Ben Rothenberg. I just, for the record, Ladavi, Ben and I and Ladavi and in the chat, others, we play in an Only Connect league or a Connections league. And I just want to, I don't want to like interrupt the stream too much, but Ladavi like modestly mentioned something in the chat. It was like a seismic bomb that I completely didn't notice at the time. Ladavi is in the UK only COQL and played like they just beat an actual finalist former BBC Only Connect team and only to now face another one. I don't want to slow the stream down, but Ladavi, elaborate or not as you prefer. But I was like, what? It's like insane. Ladavi, you must be one of the like another one of these top 100 in the world people, and you're just too like modest for me to have known that before. All right. Anyway, Ladavi, I hope you're blushing. Ben Zimmer, second slate of the night. Downs only. Once again, Bob Weisz, take the lead. Go.
Honestly, I'm kind of stumped with one down. I feel like I should know this. I feel like I'm familiar with a bit of gamer slang, being
Yeah.
terminally online. I don't
Yeah.
know what they would call a conformist.
I think I know what that is, and that is not the answer. That's about
Hmm.
that and Sailor Moon being like anime are the two things I know under age 90 in today's culture.
I could see someone calling someone an NPC, calling them a conformist, or like,
Yeah, that
you know,
makes
but
sense.
yeah, let's see. Let's see some more.
Yeah. All right. This would be, I mean, like
Ah,
something
oh, I
like
get it.
this. American Horror Story. What? Wait, literally and phonetically.
You
I'm
That
hear
not,
should
the
be that should be italicized or bolded or something, not quotation marks. I'm not sure why it rendered that way.
what I didn't
oh,
even read
funny.
it. I get your
Yeah,
point, but I didn't even read it that way. I'm more baffled by the other meaning of Oz.
the phoneme Oz is in the word spas.
Oh, see, that's why you bring Bob Weiss along. You need a smart. There has to be at least one
He's
smart person on the team.
he's
Oh,
always
thank you
thinking
very much.
phonetically.
Yes.
But I'll see you guys next week after I've looked up the word phonetically and never heard that word before. That was the Renata Adler of whatever. So this is Ben. Thank you for the props. Appreciate being in the clue for 3 down. Love that. Bob
Yeah,
Weiss, any thoughts?
Slap, I guess. Do you slap bongos? I know you hit
Lapa
them.
de bass. Is that what we
Okay.
learned in that Paul Rudd movie?
Um, I don't know. Altos is my guess. I'm not a
Ben, not going for the Los Altos, California option.
seated wedding guests. I'm not sure. Do you?
The crowd? I have no idea. No idea.
Chicos?
Oh, that's good. I had not even yet thought of a 6-letter viable guess. Good job.
Um,
Ben, you didn't. I must have been looking the other way when you cranked up the difficulty level.
connection is. I know they sometimes call those like umbilical connections, but
Hmm. Yeah,
docking
like a docking station. No,
connection.
I don't have it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Angsty, I'm guessing.
Oh, that is absolutely it. Yep. Hold on.
Over and
Wow.
over again.
Got some big apostrophe energy going here.
Not Evermore. Maybe it's just Evermore, but
The Ballad
not
of
Clued
Evermore.
is. No, the
I really think
SR
I'd
looks
put that
bad.
in
Without
without
Taylor
it,
Without
Taylor
Swift.
Swift.
Yeah, yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Air, that's good.
All right. That's clearly it. Okay. This one.
Oh, oh, this is Rick Ocasek.
It is. And for the trivia file, his name was actually spelled like that. But he was such a slick showbiz guy that he what? Okay, anyway, that he went
Dob,
with
did you do this on Crossweird recently? I think I might have. I remember I was doing something else, but I remember hearing you talk about Rick Ocasek. Anyway,
Well, there was some Discord discussion because I was apologizing in advance for putting
the
Weezer on
Weezer.
the clue, and Dob said that it was okay because I mentioned Guided by Voices and
Yeah,
offset
that's a
the
good balance. Yeah. I
um
didn't know he
and
produced
then
either of those bands. That's great.
I
yeah,
was so
Blue
proud of
Album,
myself on the screen
first
here the
recent.
other day. There was a clue like musician Elliot. And I was like, Oh, is it Cars guitarist Elliot Easton? No, it's Mama Cat.
I have a waff for 15 across.
Oh, I love it. Wait, give me one
Yeah,
sec.
sure.
Sporkle cons. No. Spot Chicos. Is that what you do when you go
I
to?
think very close.
Huh. Really? That's interesting. Is it this?
That's my guess.
Really? Spot
And you had another letter that I think is right. I
this?
mean, this fills, it could be other things.
Oh, very good. Very good. I was absolutely not seeing it like that.
Yeah, that's
Like that. Oh, that's good. Ben, is this a theme about somebody who spot checks things?
I'm trying to do
That was
13
so
across
stupid.
as
He's like,
well.
that was so stupid that even for me, that I stunned Ben into an uncomfortable silence. All right, on we go.
Whatever you
This,
want it to be.
yeah, right. Um, are we going this?
Shoe tree.
That's my
Yeah.
thought as well.
Shootout for 16 across, maybe?
Oh, well done. I'm trying to look at the chat.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm
No. You do your thing. I would rather have you say the answers than me. Look,
link
I mean,
up.
this chat box is just replete. Oh, I see that Patrick Mahomes has joined. Travis Kelce in the chat box. Patrick, what's up? Hope you lose. Hope you don't make it to the Super Bowl.
I think 7 down might be link up or hook up.
For this one, weird
Sorry,
guess,
for 7
Bob.
down, not
Weird
17.
guess, Bob.
Going back.
You're definitely onto something
Maybe
because I think hookup.
UCLA.
I think that N is better than hookup.
Right. Yeah.
What is 13 across? I say it is what missing? A verb. I don't know. That's
Cow? No, I'm trying to do what would 9 across be?
wait, you think cow for 13 across? I think you might be onto something. No, wait, that
For
doesn't.
1 down?
I did not follow you, but now I totally do. That's excellent.
But 9 across doesn't look too good.
No, but I love that guess. How about that or something with a consonant? Weird choice for a nickname,
It
gamers.
really feels like 13 across is going to start with W.
Well, it could be
Or
this and
maybe
it could be
T. It could be
this.
T. Yeah.
So this could be a cat. Well, if this is a consonant and it really feels like it is, then what is 1 down?
Art.
Is it
No,
New
wait.
South Wales?
Right. So it's probably
It's probably like
an
an F
acronym
or some, like a blend.
because 1 across also probably doesn't start with a vowel.
This could be Pallor, in which case non-player. Oh, how about NPC as maybe actually the answer?
Yeah, but then what? Oh, I guess just like
Not chat
chat
missing. This
missing.
has to be a vowel.
I don't
Assume
know.
we're right in your guesses.
Yeah. Over and over again.
I mean, this has to be an O. So what? Ben, don't you know that orthodontist is longer than 8 letters? That is very amateurish of you.
On the reg, and it's
Oh,
the
oh wow.
apostrophes are
I love that, except we got a bit of a 13
yeah,
across.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Chat missing? Is that
I don't know.
over and over again? That's going to become clearer once we figure
Yeah,
out.
let's do some
All
more.
right, let's flash a little skill. Bob, quickly, what's 25 across? What's 28 across?
Across?
Yeah, do it.
Oh my God. I don't know.
All right, then let's keep going. Do what is asked. I have a guess.
I'm not sure. What do you got?
How about that?
Works, yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to be right, but it's plausible. This is
Teapot?
that.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that's
good.
way better than what I had. Yep. Good. What's 17? CTE?
I don't know. 32 across and 28 across. I don't know if comply is right.
I
Teapot feels
begin to think that
stronger.
you're right. That wait,
Concede? No, that's too long.
that's 7. Do what is asked is Ben very shaky, Ben. It's not 6 letters. All right. Move on. Not in a hurry. at ease conceivably. I don't like that.
Yeah,
I don't love this SR honestly, but the problem is it's clearly right. So
it could
25 is
be.
probably
Yeah,
like a 6-4 situation or something, or 4-2-4. On we go. What do you think, Roberto?
drill me. What would you
Um,
request? A lollipop. Oh,
how about
rinse.
that?
Yeah, yeah, great.
Okay. Oh my God, our buddy Sin Untrace in the chat box.
Soto.
My buddy Jay in
Oh,
the chat box, one of my old school ride or die friends from school days, wrote a column. I was the co-editor of our law school newspaper, and Jay, our buddy in the chat box, wrote a column called Viva Voce. However, in this case, I think it is, Bob, you want to say it?
Soto.
That's it. And this is, wow. I think it's time to look at 20 of these acrosses. I have a guess for 22 across.
Okay.
Should I put it?
Bearcats.
I'm sorry?
Bearcats.
Oh, very good. I thought it was meerkats, but
That would
yours,
also work.
wow, this is like a Heisenberg situation. This is like this is like the cover of REM's Monster, where half the people thought it was a cat and half the people thought it was a bear. In that case, I never thought about it. That was like a bear cat situation.
There's a
But like,
theme in there somewhere.
yeah, the record is called Monster, and it was like, it's like some sort of animal, but it wasn't exactly clear.
Hmm.
All right, on we go. What's 25 across?
Something room.
Oh, that's true.
Gavin's room.
Kevin's room, that play. I like room.
Or there's a lot of
Oh,
RO words.
that could be a lot of things. Wait,
Rope.
faster way to say we don't know what 28 across is. What is 28 across? That's really what I was trying to get to.
Open.
Oh, open. That's
Spin.
me. I like that. It could be Spin Doctors, Ben Zimmer's favorite band.
Leaders.
Ben, that's an 11. Just FYI, go for it. Kryptonite. No, that's a 10. All right, Bob, let's move on. Bit of digital artwork. I have a guess.
Go for it.
Well, my guess is not good because I wanted it to be like your fingernail, blah blah, but that's not.
Oh, that's not bad. I like that.
I mean, but is that the artwork?
Yeah, nails
Yeah,
can
I
be
guess. I
art.
guess it
Yeah.
could be. All right, we're almost done. Look, we're almost done with this is the last clue. I think I know this one.
Is this T?
Gotta be.
Okay.
So therefore, speaking of
Yeah, that's not looking
teapots,
great.
speaking of teapots and tea kettles, that's what 31
Oh, I
looks
also
like.
remember what 31 across is just from the crossword, overhearing it, crossword solve it.
Oh, you really, is it ketone or kettle or neither?
I heard, I mean, do you want me to say
Yeah, you might, yeah, go ahead because
ketone?
yeah,
That's why it, yeah,
we gotta keep
pricked
moving.
my ear. Wait,
Don't
yeah,
look at the clue. Yeah. Okay, well, the problem is that we've got lots of letters in these long acrosses, and yet we don't know the answer, unless you do.
no, M, M, seems like the M seems more, meerkat seems better, at least for
Um,
17 down. EM,
and as a pet.
yes.
Um,
Do what is asked to
do what is asked. I'm just not seeing it. Meerkat,
employ? No, that's not really what that means.
I mean, meerkats or bearcats, those could both be wrong.
Hmm.
Well, let's look back at this for just 1 second. This has got to be an O if we're right. I think there are the rest of our answers are legit. Is chat missing? Is that a thing?
I don't know what that would be.
I mean, I like on the
Let's ask chat. Is chat missing a thing?
yeah, chat. What are we missing? Is it time to get a little nudge from the chat, by the way? I don't think we're doing that well, honestly. The last puzzle
Yeah.
was, let's face it, pretty easy. This one is not easy. Joe Adultman is missing everything. I don't believe that. Shootout is wrong, says
Shootout is
Tyler.
wrong.
Thank
Oh
you.
yeah. Spot checks could also be wrong.
No, shootout was extremely
Stood
plausible.
out,
Oh,
maybe.
that's great.
That works better with the ED on 5
Yeah. Oh
down.
no, how about shook out? Because we have TH that way.
Oh, wait.
but I don't know if I like a K there or should.
Um, 10 down oft times would
Whoa,
work. And then, oh,
whoa.
we also had a discussion about 22 across. Now I remember that too.
Oh,
It's not, well, actually, we,
is it beer mats? Is that a
it
thing?
was beer mats. We had
Okay,
the right letters, but just in the wrong words.
got it. Got it. Okay, so chat fishing really feels like it's a thing, even though
That's,
I don't know what it is.
I just learned it. Yes, I remember this discussion as
Yeah.
well. Yes, chat fishing.
So it's like, is it like catfishing, but you do it in a chat box?
Kind of, you use AI when chatting with people on dating sites or on apps. You like
Oh,
don't actually converse with them. You just have a robot, right? Is that, am I getting that right?
Yeah,
incredible.
pretty much.
Yeah,
Like ChatGPT is your Cyrano.
right.
That is
Horrible.
unbelievable. I thought it was when somebody in my stream chat convinces me that they're Emma Stone, which apparently happened, but that's a me problem. All right, so 5 looks like UCLA, and oh, okay.
Oh, got
Seated
it.
is a verb, not an
It's a
adjective.
verb. Clever.
Stood out. Shakes fist. Zimmer. Okay. Ben, you got us both. Well done. All right, so is this? But it's in the wrong tense.
E Janie's room,
Oh, while
Laney's,
Janie's got it.
Dave,
Gone. Ladies' room.
ladies' room. There we go.
Oops. Like that?
Obliged. Great. Yep.
Gotta be. Gotta be. And this is I got this one. Bob, did you go to sleep or are you looking at the clue?
Oh, I thought you said you got it. I thought you
I
were.
do, but I want to let you do it.
Oh, sorry. No, go for it. Ah, there it is. What is going on with 28 across, though?
Yeah, right? Faster way to see. Yeah, what I okay, there's more of this Ben Zimmer and his fellow Gen Alpha slang going on at 28. I don't something I see that. What? There, maybe we have a wrong answer. How about oh wait,
Maybe you
this
do.
Oh,
like
OTOH, maybe, on the other
OTOH, and
hand.
I can see that maybe or something
Oh,
like
wait, but then,
no, 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 it's not
no, it'd be
32
the
is
other way
not that.
around. Yeah.
How about
Oh, oh,
okay
I
and
can see that.
okay? Yeah, like
Wait,
that.
what?
So
Then
this
what was the
is
Tempest?
if you're not in a
Hmm.
hurry, are you sedate?
Sedate.
Is
Okay.
that maybe? Okay. And then Ben
Deacon?
Zimmer's always going around saying there's a tempest in a beacon. I don't know why he says that.
Yeah. Teacup. There it is. It's not
There it
Oh,
teapot,
of
is.
course, of
right?
course. Ah, sweet. We got that Tyler
You
Hinman
got it.
puzzle is filled correctly through.
Nice.
Tyler, all props to you if you're still awake. Nice one, Ben. Nice. Oh, Tyler is awake. There he is in the chat. Thank you, not just Tyler, but thank you everybody for joining us. We've got oh my God, I have to literally scroll down to see all the names in the chat. That is awesome because that means that our amazing guests tonight, Bob Weisz and Ben Zimmer, are getting the props that they deserve. We've got two of the best with us tonight, ennobling this Twitch stream. We're looking at Ben Zimmer regular puzzles, and then we're gonna like get our crash helmets on and look at Bob Weiss's browser cryptic. All right, quick spin through the across clues. I'm about to learn some
Mm,
whatever letter slang. Wow.
nice.
Yep. Chat fishing in America. Wasn't that a book? No, it was
Deeply
Trump.
depressing.
Deeply depressed. Wow. That is
I,
deep. I think deeply depressing pretty much sums
I
that
could have
up.
gone with dystopian. I didn't know how
Right.
best to describe it, but yeah.
I'm glad they let you, yeah, have that editorializing. It's
Yeah.
very, yeah.
It's so much
Mhm.
easier when you have the clues, it turns out. Ben Zimmer's favorite federal agency. He didn't clue
Oh
it
boy.
away.
Chose not to clue it that way. Yeah,
Okay,
beer
so
mats
Oh, right.
became a big discussion on the Crossbeard stream about if it was just a regular coaster that you put your beer on, or is it the kind behind the bar that's like rubber, or it turns out they're all um, different interpretations of beer mats. But it's whatever you want it to be. I'm a descriptivist, so if you call a coaster a beer mat, then that's fine.
Yeah.
Ben, the word, the word around town is that you're a proscriptivist. Is that just like slander?
Never.
That's great.
Yep,
Totally makes sense.
yep.
Hmm.
This is short for Kettle One, Ben Zimmer's favorite drink.
There's a that's a cryptic clue in there. You got something going.
I like it. Or, you know, Ben Zimmer's favorite boy band member, you know, whatever. Sure.
Hmm.
And yeah, it all checks
Nice.
out. Ben, it all checks
There
out.
you
Good
go.
job. Do we
Great.
dive into Ben's 7X or do we jump into Bob's? I have an idea. Why don't we start Bob's puzzle and then, like at halftime, we
Have to.
get out the t-shirt cannon, we break out Ben's 7X. I don't know, is that a mini or a midi? I don't know. Ben, only you know.
It is not anything that could be published in a crossword outlet, and which is why I published it in the Enigma, the monthly magazine of the National Puzzlers League, where they let you do things like this, but have a bigger word list, perhaps, than would be acceptable. Yeah, there you go.
I
Uh,
just I just held it just showed this month's Enigma just showed up in the mail, and I think I just held up my office address to the 800,000 lurkers. Send me anything. I don't care. Stop by, say hi, borrow a cup of sugar. Okay. Okay, Bob,
Hmm.
get that pancake makeup out, my boy, because it is
Showtime?
browser o'clock.
Okay.
It's cryptic time. Wasn't that the informal slogan of the Fantastic Four? It's cryptic time. Well, it is. Bob, tell us about this crazy. I know this is going to be crazy good, but tell us about this puzzle we're about to look at.
This is my last um cryptic for the browser, which will be shutting its weekly cryptic doors at the end of the year, and I was able to sneak one in. Not sure what else to say about it. I really like it. I'm excited you're going to be solving it, and there's some of my some clues in here that I had written a long time ago in my era of putting them on Reddit that I was able to finally get in a real grid that I'm happy with.
Yeah, props to our friend Dan Fair, who was the
Yes.
at a minimum the puzzle or cryptic editor of the browser. I don't know that he was the editor. I think he was like running the puzzle section of the browser. Ben Zimmer or
Hmm.
you would know
yeah,
better
no,
than
I mean they've only run cryptics since 2021 when Dan started this weekly cryptic, and so yeah, I guess 4+ years of really excellent cryptics from the likes of Bob Weisz and others who are very good at it. So it was wonderful while it lasted. If you go to the link that I shared in the chat, there's some more information from Dan about the end of their run. Um, it's hard to have a cryptic crossword venue be a commercially viable proposition, despite interest from folks like us. But apparently Dan has said though, even though there won't be like a weekly puzzle anymore, that there will be hopefully like occasional maybe variety cryptics that get published in the browser, but those would probably be more like quarterly rather than weekly. So we'll have to stay
Yeah.
tuned to see what comes.
the browser more broadly is like sort of like a culture magazine a la Slate, or am I wildly off base there?
Yeah,
I think do they write original articles? I think they like sort of
yeah.
are
It's
aggregator, right?
well, I think they do both. I think they do
Oh, I didn't
both.
realize.
I used to have a subscription, but now I can't remember.
I have a complimentary one. I have
Yeah.
barely read it.
Well, I would like to apologize to, along with Pixar, I would like to apologize to the browser for not having the first clue what they were up to, and it's because of people like me, etc. I see in the chat, I forgot that Green Bay was playing Philly tonight on Monday Night
Oh.
Football. It's a compliment to you guys that I was so excited to have you on the stream that I didn't even think about the fact there was football tonight. As long as I'm apologizing, I would like to apologize to ESPN and the NFL because of Ben and Bob being here. We've probably siphoned off like a third of their audience.
Hmm.
Sorry to Jalen Hurts, who is like a huge cryptic stan. He's got to work tonight. With that, let's share screen. Let's do it X word style once again, y'all. All right, Bob. It's too, well, I don't know. Is there a way to put all of our faces on the stream while we solve? I want Bob's like maniacal sadistic grin to be visible to the world. Well,
I think
the
he
rest
may
of
need
us,
to cackle maniacally in order for us to see his face.
exactly, exactly.
Like
Yeah.
that.
Every time you break out your maniacal cackle, Bob, your face will pop on
I
it.
have often said that solving a cryptic is often feels like being Batman facing off against the Riddler, and like, so each clue I'm like, you thought you got me, but I figured you out.
I love that. Well, you are the Frank Gorshin. I can only say I am clearly the Burt Ward and Ben the Adam West in this. But go with your metaphor. Okay, I am not going to slow down and explain to the world at large how cryptic crossword clues work. We did that the other day. We had some beginners here, and it was a more laid back. Well, actually, it was your material, Bob, and we quickly showed like some example clues from the Wall Street Journal Guide to Cryptic Solving by Cox and Rathon. We're not going to do that tonight. We're just going to jump in, and my suggestion is that now, Ben, have you solved this puzzle?
I have not.
Okay, that is ideal because
Yeah.
with Ben not having solved it, Ben and I can like physically talk about these clues a little bit, and we can involve the chat to what degree we want, or maybe if we have trouble, there will absolutely be people in the chat who solve these things before we do. But then we can kind of quasi collaboratively work our way around the grid. Sound good, Ben? You ready? No pressure.
Yeah,
Like
let's do it.
you're here as a constructor, but now I'm like co-opting you into being a solver as well.
Sure,
One
let's do it.
across, it's 5 letters. I don't know. Is it a nonette or is it Monica Seles? We've already been over this.
So,
I think
well,
I think I see this one.
I think I do too. I'm not entirely sure of the parse, but I mean, we know that Pushkin is a poet, so presumably his talent is poetry. And we know that Poe wrote short stories, so presumably he's a short story presenter. But then, oh no, Poe. I'm sorry, that doesn't even fit. I'm sorry. That I'm thinking of I was thinking Poe try, but that's 6 letters, not five. So, poems? No. Okay. Um, what do you have?
Ben, I could listen to you parse this thing all night because your knowledge, like on a literary level of these guys, is so much more impressive than my happening to have seen the answer to this. Like you get all the props in the world, but
No, well, you
this is
actually have it. So what is it?
it's way simpler than that. Way simpler. Like, for example, if I were to wait, I'll tell you what, rather than me give it away to you, chat, Tyler, you got it? Anyone in the chat, feel free to say it. I don't want to like leave a lot of unsolved stuff here. I want to keep moving. So I don't know how much of a lag there is. I don't think it should be too bad of one. But wow, welcome first time chatter, Kohat 27.
Oh,
Welcome. Guess we have to stop talking about you now, but glad you're here. I'm gonna move on. If anyone
Koha.
wants to say, I'll tell you what, people, wait a minute. First of all, we don't need to do this towns only. I forgot to move the slider. Yeah, there we go. Tyler's got it. It's Insta and it's just a single
Oh,
word like that. This is
yes. Well hidden, well hidden. The
yeah,
ding dang hidden. It's sometimes it's just so well hidden that couldn't see it at all.
exactly.
Now it's
Wow, it turns
glaringly
out
obvious.
yeah, well, it's all good. What some 30 seconds from now it'll be obvious to you and not to me. Turns out that we've got another cryptic setter in the chat. I love that. Welcome, Koha.
Koha's
Maybe
great.
from across the pond, maybe who knows?
Yep, Koha is across a bigger pond is in New Zealand, and we've published them on Cryptic Crossword before,
I
and
love that.
another one down the pike.
I got to get on this cryptic crossword thing pronto. That's pretty great. You guys are really doing it. I'm impressed. On we go. All right, this clue is amazing, first of all. Classic Weisz. I mean, that is the service read on that thing is incredible. Forget that,
Yeah.
it's like it's adorable. It's hilarious.
Well, this is what Bob is known for, these incredible
Exactly.
surface
Yeah,
reading.
Bob writes these clues that are they just make you chuckle on their own merits. Meanwhile, enough stalling. Ben, I have no idea what's going on here. Do you?
Sure don't. I mean, I'm gonna hope that didn't care for is the definition,
That's my
and
assumption. And
then
Volkswagen's latest is
N.
NN, right?
Well, yeah, N. Let's assume. Um, latest.
Therefore, I mean, I want it to be something like, something a negative type of verb, but Something in a
Well,
seat.
golf can just be G by the NATO alphabet.
Okay, and put it into a seat like a wait, boring yawn. Wait a sec. Didn't care for could be a verb like that. And so, but you're putting it in a seat. What kind of a seat would end in a D?
Oh, I got it. I got it.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I was about to say we got nothing. Let's move on. See, it's your turn to spot it while I don't.
Okay. So the
Uh,
N goes in the first spot. We're starting
okay.
with the N.
All right.
And then there's a word that means put in a seat, which is
Like,
inside, which is around the G. So the
okay.
G
Are
is
we going
boring
back?
into the
Right.
word that means put in a seat.
Put in a seat like elected turns into neglected.
There you go.
I,
There it
I
is, which
wanted it
means
to
didn't care for.
I
Yeah.
wanted it to be this again. Ush.
Everybody's favorite verb.
Exactly. Um, an usher is someone who ushers, just FYI. Also Ben Zimmer's favorite R&B crooner, by the way, usher. All right, one baseball team. All right, just right there. One baseball team after another. The other day we did a Bob puzzle on here, and the answer was Te Amo. And he got like Padres, the baseball team in there, and then he got to Madres and Te Amo in Spanish. So here Bob added rocking his Dodgers cap tonight. He's up to his old tricks. One baseball team after another starts to say, "Hey hitter, hit a homer." Now I want starts to get us to the end of the clue here. SHHHAH, but clearly that's not anything.
Okay, so I'm in a similar situation to Bob on the last puzzle. I'm realizing I saw a bit of this solved on the crosswords tree. But I did not realize until this clue, because it was a very memorable clue, that I had seen this. So I have a bit of a leg up, and this was an incredible clue that was maybe solved at the end because I caught the tail end of the stream, and so I remember this one.
I would also say, Ben, you're specifically like quite well suited to answer this. Like the two
That's
sphere
true.
or
That's true.
two of
No,
the
I,
many
I had a
spheres of knowledge you
I had a
have. But
special appreciation of this clue for sure.
yeah,
Oh, is it like a Mets type situation?
No, no, nothing to do with the Mets. Just more linguistically involved
Oh,
actually
like
than
a nonette and an ennead
there
for
there could be some phonetics going on here.
got it, got it. Okay, I would also just point out, or not point out, but yeah, I was in this situation. We have anyway. I also, all three of us have now been in this. Oh wait, I've seen this. The other day, I was solving a Paulo
Yeah.
Pasco themeless, and a third of the way into it, I was like, "All right, he's got boss battles across the middle." And I remember when he had that. I have clearly done this crossword, but it turns out I had solved it and not saved it, so I thought it was new to me, but it was not. All right, I got nothing here. Chat, if you've got a hint that doesn't give it away, go for it. I mean, are we talking like, you know, uh, is that anything? That's
Put the A's first. Try the A's first.
Oh, really? Really? I love that. Okay. One baseball team after another. Weirdly, that could be the deaf or the wordplay, theoretically. Starts to say, hey, hitter, hit a homer. Wow.
Hey, hitter, hit a homer.
Oh, um, there is totally a word for that I would ask Ben Zimmer. Were it like 3 o'clock on a Tuesday when we weren't doing puzzles, but oh, like
Well,
this
that's vowels, so that's not helping
Mhm.
you. We need that
as
something about that H sound, though.
as consonants as
Just ask,
that.
start.
Hey, look at that.
If that isn't it, then it's a crazy coincidence because that is a basement. Okay.
And it's not pronounced aspirates. It's
Well, not with that attitude, Ben.
Yeah,
No.
don't be so prescriptivist, Ben.
Exactly. Yeah, I thought you
that's
were
fine. Yeah, no, that's fine. That's fine. Pronounce it however you want.
a somethingist.
Yeah, if you aspirate and you give some aspiration, you're letting the breath flow through, as in the huh sound. That's aspirated. So
Man,
it's
talk about bringing a gun to a knife fight. You got like this bonus linguistic expertise. I love that. Okay, what's ultimately could be the letter T? Discarded in dates gives you DAES. That's nothing. The
now this
chat
one I don't
happily is
remember.
doing their own show because so far Ben and you and I are like greedily hogging the solving here. I got nothing here. I mean, what would you
I
just
don't, yeah, I
like
don't
that?
remember seeing this one.
Is that what you discard in a date like that?
Well, if it's a double def, and we have T from what's ultimately, hopefully, is a T, and it's discarded in um
Not double def. Do you mean andlet?
I mean,
And lit.
yes, I'm sorry, Anlet,
Hmm.
yeah.
I mean,
Um
I mean, it could be a double def. I'm not gonna rule
I'm
it
gonna
out. Who knows?
just, I mean, I assume it's an and lit. Should we
Yeah,
go vertical style and try to get another
yeah,
letter?
let's do some
Should we
downs.
use the fruits, the dates,
Let's
if
do
you
it.
will, of our hard work here? Okay, this,
Okay, this one I see.
well, the 4-1 should really narrow things down
Yeah,
to
yeah,
what it
yeah,
might
yeah.
be.
Okay.
However,
G on this one, yes.
yeah, you got the G, huh, Ben? Sticking fork in no frills feast. A simple core. Oh, well, okay. I hadn't read the whole clue. All right. So a simple chorus is an easy A.
Yeah.
Sticking fork in means the fork is probably the letter Y in the shape of a
Mhm.
fork. So you put it into no frills feast would be EAS because it's without the fancy parts, AKA the beginning and ending, and then A. Classic, classic Weisz. Good one. As usual.
easy, eh?
Well, yeah, when you see the answer, sure. All right, some boomers. All right, SSTs. We're done. What do we got? Benjamin Zimmer. Some boom.
Yeah, this I'm sorry. This is another one that showed up at the end of the Crossbeard stream that I was like, wow, that's an amazing clue. Much like Nine Across, this is like a brilliant a brilliant construction here on this clue.
Oh
Um,
wait, I thought it was to the, but it's 3-2.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Something. Okay. I have a. Oh man, I thought I was so happy with myself. I thought it was this. The problem was that's 8 letters long and it has nothing to do with anything. I was just trying to find a 3-2.
Yeah.
Some boomers producing crossword gimmicks? What on earth is I mean, I assume boomers is like not baby boomers, but
It is baby boomers, actually.
is it really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Some boomers is the definition here.
Okay, so it could be the,
Hmm. It is the,
is it?
yeah.
The definition is some boomers? Oh, is this?
Read another way, theme generation, which is producing crossword gimmicks. I mean, that's
Wow.
fantastic. That's great. I wanted
Wow.
to ask Bob, is this just something that like popped into your head or you saw the Me Generation and you're like, oh my God.
I think I misparsed it. I think it was
Yeah.
Phil as I was filling the crossword, and I was like, "Does that say theme generation? Like, what does that mean?" And then I realized, yeah. So I was like, "Oh, well, there's my clue."
Sometimes misparsing is a great way to generate
Yeah,
new play there. Yeah.
Excellent. That's yeah. Well, I mean, it's like if you're Bob Weiss, then you're like, I'm going to tuck that away for future, crossword use or whatever. I mean, that's what can I say? That's great. Even if you just like Ben Zimmer stumbling on James Taylor, it's like sometimes like just good things happen when you make these puzzles. Small race of dwarves are such hotheads. What is happening right now? I'm picturing that rage monster and the movie Inside Out. I don't think that's the answer though. I have got very little. Any Ben Zimmer? Do you know
Um,
all of these answers or not necessarily?
no, I mean, again, like there were just a few that I remember that just popped out from that stream. I think I know what's going on with this one, but it
Okay.
requires splitting up hot and heads for it to parse.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
So,
Splitting up hot and heads.
yeah, because then you can use heads as an indicator.
Would you split a word in half and make half of that the def? Is that a legit move?
It's depends on the editor, but I think it's a fun little wrinkle where you have to sometimes break a word into two to get the correct parse of it. So I'm all for it personally.
Wasn't that a Fiona Apple lyric? When a boy will break a word just because he can.
I forget there's a name for Bob will probably remember. There's a name for doing this
There's
type
a
of.
formal name which we don't love, and Joe Adultman in chat actually came up with the term splitsies, which is what we prefer.
Okay.
And yeah, to answer your question, I there's kind of like a gradation of what I think is acceptable, like or at least fair. And when it's broken up, when it's a compound word being broken up like this, hotheads, feels like a lot more fair than if you were just cutting off the last few letters of something and it had to reparse it in a completely new way. And doing it to break off the definition also much harder than this, which is just breaking off the indicator. Um, so yeah, there's sort of like a scale of what a scale of difficulty in terms of doing a splitsies.
Okay, well, now that you just said that that is the indicator, I know what the answer is. And also, I would submit that breaking the word in half is just like a little bit more down the road that we already go down in cryptics, which is no, you have to ignore the punctuation. No, you have to ignore the capitalization. So, I mean, that seems legit to me. And I think that is the answer. And am I right?
Small race.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
the
small
heads
race.
of dwarves are such hot.
Exactly. Wait, there was I just saw there was some.
Okay, so 10
Oh, that
across
that
we
was
can
the
get now.
that was the I won't say anything more than to say that that was that was like the gist of the fireball puzzle this week. I'll leave it at that for those. If you know, you know. All right. So Tyler Hinman, I think earlier. Sorry, Tyler Hinman, I've outed you as that puzzle guy. Everyone before merely thought of you as that puzzle guy, lowercase. Tyler said that he had the answer to this, and now
Now we
I
can see it.
think I have it as well.
Me too.
I'm not sure why.
Well, it's an andlet, so the whole thing is what's ultimately discarded in dates, but then
That I
the
assume
word
that we're talking about that.
yeah. So
Okay.
ultimately discarded, I guess, is the D, the last D of discarded, and that's
Um,
as if
one
I'm parsing
second.
this correctly.
Hmm.
And then dates someone, sees someone.
Hmm.
It's in
In
seed.
dates, got it. Oh
Yeah.
man, that's so good. That's so good. Bob choosing not to go with the band The Lightning Seeds for some reason. All right. Weird choice, bro, as they say. No, that's great. D in C's. Beautiful. Gonna say, very good. Um, torturous writer, torturous writer. All right, now after reading the first two words of the clue, I feel that I have the answer. Is down to put on masquerade in a flurry. The 724 really seems to confirm that I so, but now let's figure out why that is. Ben Zimmer, do you have a guess?
Yeah, there's something jumped out at me as well, and those letters of masquerade surely are
Exactly.
helping us here. So
Yeah, there's not these cues don't tend to creep in just like no reason at all. That's good. Yeah, I mean, there's only so many ways to clue these things. Clearly, the anagram tack on this one was the um was the way to go. And obviously, I mean, I don't know, maybe that's an interesting question to me. Does it vary by constructor, like what percent of a puzzle might be anagrams? Because obviously anagrams are just like endemic to these cryptids. But I mean, like Will Nediger, I think, is the genius who wrote an entire puzzle of andlets. I mean, so like it can be done, but I mean, anagramming is that the first move, or Bob, when you construct, are you unshare the screen for a hot second? Are you trying to like not just do all anagrams, or is it just like whatever the word makes you think of and the chips will fall where they may, or how do you do it?
Yeah, I mean, I do try and limit anagrams, and actually, Dan Fayer has a somewhat hard limit on them in a puzzle, and other editors actually encourage them. They find it makes it easier to solve overall, and solvers aren't tired of them or whatever. But some editors want to limit them because they can definitely be a crutch, and I will absolutely. Um, yeah, like I shouldn't, but pretty much unless a idea jumps out at me immediately, like theme generation, um, I will immediately go to an anagram tool and see what's in there and just see if anything like really my standards are high at this point, but if something really jumps out, then I'll lean on it. And
Bob,
yeah,
don't you
my
have this incredible word list you've created for doing cryptics where you've like notated words that have good anagrams and things like that?
yeah, I
Yeah.
did. I do. And so yeah, there are some that are like naturally like that's only if a word anagrams into another word in the word list. But then I use, anagram solvers to come up with, novel phrases that or partial phrases that might not appear in a word list. Um, just to see. I don't know. It's always fun. I like them as a solver. I love doing an anagram. I also love hiddens, which people don't.
I love
So,
them. I love them,
yeah,
but I'm like a child. Like usually there aren't enough of them.
right.
Oh,
Yeah.
or it's like, I don't know, I feel like editors are like, oh, you have to put in one of these, you have to put in one of those. And the sophisticated constructors like, fine, I'll put in a hidden word like for the children, like Benji Bass or whatever. But then again, there are people who like you never see a letter bank. And then you've got guys like you and I like it that like get letter banks in there, et cetera, et cetera. I feel that letter banks are like, it's time for their comeback.
I'm
All right,
trying.
we're on borrowed time in the sense that Ben Zimmer's bedtime is 9 Eastern, so
Yeah.
let's step
So
up.
with that, just with the parse with that one though, it looks like is down. You have IS and D for down in the middle of the fodder masquerade to get Marquis de Sade, right?
Hmm.
Is that right? Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Sorry, I
So
was reading the chat. Could you repeat everything you said starting at the beginning of the stream? No, say it one more time, Ben.
so we have is down is the ISD in the middle,
Exactly.
and then
Yep.
everything around it
Uh,
is anagrammed from masquerade.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I actually saw that earlier. That is exactly what I had. All right. 13 across, one with nothing going right finds new beginning. All right, I got this one.
Go for it.
I think it is this because Bob loves the Matrix. No, so one with nothing going right is the word one, except the
Mhm.
O, nothing, zero, goes on the right
Yeah.
side of the word to get to make neo, and that's like a prefix for new. Am I on it, Bob?
Got it.
Love it. On we go, 14 across. Oh, Ben, do you want to do some vertical ones? Because we've got letters. Like, should we do
Sure,
some?
let's do that.
All right. Your choice, Ben. 3, 4, or 5.
Just go to one without flipping around. You're giving me a headache here.
That happened
Okay,
today at
so
work. My brother kept scrolling up and down in a spreadsheet we were looking at together, and I was like, "Man, I am getting seasick. You got to stop moving." And
okay, so unseen threat. I feel like I can see the def there, and then Georgia's, GA's.
yeah, okay,
Um,
I got this. And thanks to you, I've got
yeah,
this.
and then yeah, Lake, and then Wilder's the anagram
Yeah,
indicator for that.
George's plus anagram lake equals. All right, very nice.
Yeah.
Bob, for a beginner, you did very well on that.
Thank you.
Rocky's
All right,
adversary.
I got it off the def in the beginning.
Yeah, exactly. Everyone who remembers Rocky and Bullwinkle should remember Boris
No, no,
Badenoff.
no, no,
What?
no. It's Rocky's adversary, isn't it, Mister?
Well, that's true. He had many adversaries. Um, so yeah. So we've got Boris and Natasha
Yep,
from Rocky and Bullwinkle,
yep.
and then we've got Satan. No, we've got Satan plus Ha for lol. Sorry. The Ha
Well, no, no. The
Ha is
devil
not
falls
reversed.
over is Satan backwards plus ha. Isn't that the
Yeah,
deal?
that's what I was saying, but yes.
That's what I misunderstood you not to have said. All right. All right, Ben, are you getting seasick? Which one's next? Which one's next?
Stop. Mysterious blue rabbit's foot disappearing into floating water feature. God, these surfaces are amazing.
All right. I have it off of the 3-6. However, I don't know. I think I have it, and I don't know what's going on.
What do you think it is?
I think it's air quotes because that fits so well, but maybe that's just a coincidence. Bob, am I wasting everyone's time, or is this actually the answer?
You have one of those words in the answer correct.
Okay.
Air is probably correct.
Yeah, you have
Uh,
one letter that you just guessed is correct.
is it annual percentage rate quotes?
No.
Air button, air quotes, air lust.
The T is not
Oh, I
correct.
know it. I know it.
Okay.
I just
Go
said
for it.
air luster because I was being dumb, and yet the R at the end meant that was the answer. Like this, right? Is it not air guitar also?
It's not. These are good. Phil, I
Are
wish.
you kidding me?
Yeah.
The word air is right. I've got that's wow. Okay, I have not spent any time on the clue because I keep trying to like plonk the answer.
The
So this
T is also not right. Just to, yeah.
Jesus. Okay. Anyway, so I had the T from air quotes. That's what it was. Okay. All right. I guess we have to take the unconventional approach of actually reading the clue. Mysterious blue rabbit's foot disappearing into floating water feature. What is happening right now? Is it air bubble?
That seems more likely.
And yet, what?
Well, because
Where,
blue rabbit with the foot disappearing gets you the fodder, with
oh,
mysterious as the indicator. Yeah. So there you go.
okay. So floating water feature is an air bubble. So I get that's the def. And
Blue rabbit minus the T because it's the foot is disappearing. Gives
right.
you fodder.
So blue rabbi is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Blue
I,
rabbit.
my original clues
Oh,
involved a rabbi, but they weren't really going anywhere.
so we anagram blue rabbi to get air bubble,
Hmm.
and then mysterious is the anagram indicator.
Yep.
Wow. All right. Well, as my theory continues, everything other than peanut butter sandwich can be used as an anagram indicator. We'll go yeah, I guess mysterious. That's not crazy. That's legit. Okay, speaking of the fly Philadelphia Eagles, we've got top ranked birds in this one, drinking large portion
Mm.
of champagne. Well, Ben, we should be able to get it off the 5-4-6, and I think I just did. And I think it actually was football, even though I was joking.
Well, yeah, I mean, I want it to be a Super Bowl superb owl thing going
Yes,
on here.
yes.
So, and then we just need to put on trophy. Wait,
You're close,
no,
but
not
look at the
trophy.
like second half of the clue.
Uh, oh, is it
You're right there. You're right there.
just go ahead and fill it
I'll give you a hint. The S is going and the end, and the drinking is putting the balance of this in the middle of superb owls.
in. Just go ahead and fill it in. There you go.
Yeah, large portion of champagne. And indeed, it is
Right.
5 out of 9. Very good.
And the end, it's the end lit. I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. The whole thing is wow. Good one, Bob. Good one. Once again, beginner, you're
But
doing
it's time sensitive though. It's only,
Right. Which is
for the
why I
most
felt
recent Super Bowl
very,
clue.
very lucky that Dan accepted this puzzle.
yeah. Yeah, yeah. Oh, was this like during the football season or prior to it?
No, no, I put this together like a couple months ago, but I was like, oh crap, I got to use this clue immediately.
Well, may I just say that I was very lucky to visit like a well, there were mostly like parrots and peacocks and flamingos or whatever, but I was very lucky on Super Bowl Sunday. Was it last year? Yeah, like a year and a half ago, whatever. I was um I was in South America and I visited this amazing like wild bird park, and there were owls sleeping, nocturnal owls. And it was on Super Bowl Sunday. So my amazing Instagram post was superb owl Sunday.
Wow.
And I am about to sue you for plagiarism because I am the millionth and you are the million and first person to think of that.
Right. Yeah, I
Uh,
mean, I don't, it was only for the end lit that I was like, I'm willing
Yeah.
to stoop to this trope.
No, 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 it's great. It's great. Really good. All right, so Ben, back at it with the white vans. One down, 1-3-6. What is happening here right now?
I
I can.
manage.
Oh, I like that. I haven't even read the whole clue yet. I'm just,
Well,
I looked at
yeah,
one, three.
ICANN is half of Jamaican, and
Oh, of
then
course, of course.
Maine is getting silver, AGV, silver. It all
Ah,
works. It all works. Yeah.
Maine is here and Argentum is. That's really good. See, I look at the 136 and I'm trying to do like a poor man's Max Kurzman imitation, like plonk crossword answers. But yeah, that's great. So, and then of course, no, I haven't even read it yet, but knowing Bob, the surface read is excellent. Half Jamaican with lots of hair getting silver. I'm getting like Morgan Freeman vibes. Don't worry about me. I can manage. So good. So good. Well, let's see. Ben Zimmer, you got 20 minutes left before
Yeah,
you're
you were talking about a halftime break, which is appropriate given
absolutely.
given two
Can
down.
I wait before Ben goes? Can I ask that you read the clue for? Can you go back to the grid? I forget which number it
Absolutely.
is.
Absolutely.
14 across. This was my seed, and I think you might be able to
Is
do
it,
pattern recognition, but still, I'm pretty proud of the clue.
man, I want this to be breakfast test and it just so isn't. Wordplay. Oh my God, look at this clue. Holy crap. Wordplay for reversal. I mean, you should be proud of this. This clue is unbelievable. I have no idea what the answer is, but this clue is unbelievable.
Yeah, you can see why I seeded with it.
Uh,
I'm like reading the chat. My head is continuing to explode from this bananas clue. Wordplay for so like theoretically the first three words could be the deaf. I mean, I don't think spoonerism is going to be the part of the definition. So wordplay for reversal could be like backwards, like no. I don't even know where to start. Ben Zimmer, do you know the answer or are you
I don't actually. I don't remember
look at
if
this?
I saw this
Ooh,
before.
look
It's
at this.
amazing as a clue, but I'm not seeing it.
This is like we
Um,
should send like we should alert Cox and Rathbone that that a new monster has entered the profession.
I don't expect you, I'm not expecting you to solve it right here and now, but I just wanted to show it off at least.
Incredible. I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess that you have a plausible answer that actually makes sense. So I'm gonna say incredible, like pros, prospectively, but yeah, this is like bananas clue. I
It
don't.
would be great if if the answer was complete gibberish and
Yeah,
made
right.
and the clue is completely broken. Yeah.
Exactly. Well, wait a minute. Is it blank blanket test? I mean, I want it to be blank space, but that's me. I'm a Swift. So
oh, wait a minute.
is it bracket?
Blanket, uh, blanket term, which would be
That's very
wordplay is a
plausible.
blanket term for reversal
Oh yeah,
homophobe
yeah, yeah. So
container
that
and
whole thing could be
more.
the depth. So all
And
right,
then
so it's a spoonerism for
more
tank. It's tank it blurm.
letter bank is getting anagrammed plus M. That's what it is. Holy moly. That's ridiculous.
Unbelievable. Wait, letterbank and finally Spooner. Jesus, that's so good. Anagram. So like partway through, we're being told anagram, letterbank, and M. Take a bow, Bob. This is so good.
Here's another word that you can add to your list of anything can be an anagram. The word anagram can just indicate
The
anagramming.
universe just folded in on itself. Anagram, the final frontier, anagram. Well, but the beautiful part, of course, obviously, is that you hit it in all these other like cryptic clue types. That is, wow. Are you look at the chat box? People share our like everyone's marveling at how good that is. That's
That
great.
one started as I don't often do it this way. I was like, I want to anagram letterbank and see if there's anything in there.
Add an
And
M and you got something. Yeah.
yeah, and just like added a wild card and found that. And I was like, oh, I could really pull this off.
Well, you have a homework assignment, and that is to letterbank anagram.
Oh boy. Well,
Yeah.
That's really
Doesn't
does
really
not
work.
give you a lot to work
Grammon.
with. The
Grammon.
grammar.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to work on that some other time. Wow, excellent. Wow, look who's in the chat. All these great people are strolling in. Hello, Kiara. I have not even come close to keeping up with
Oh,
that. I
engram.
say we've got this is a like
Oh,
we've
there you
got
go. Yeah, Ngram. Yeah.
Engram.
Perfect.
Ngram, of course.
Frisco also says Mr. Ong, last name Lee. That's good too.
Oh yeah.
Mr. On, yeah, Tyler's got Grammar Man, sure. Ngram with an E is not only a former NFL wide receiver, but also an important term from Ben Zimmer's favorite psychotic cult, Scientology. Isn't that what they call
That's
that? Like Engrams, isn't that a thing?
Oh, what EN-gram, yeah,
That's
with
what
an
I'm
E.
saying.
Right,
That's
yeah,
what I'm
right.
saying.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
And
Uh,
Enneagram, if we want to go full circle.
that's true.
well
Yeah.
done.
Literally.
Well done. Or you can go, manager. What isn't there like doesn't have to be like 3 more letters like from the base to the like longer. All right, actually, that reminds me of a story about letter banks, but there are so many people here. We're on limited time. There's so much good puzzle material that I'll spare you guys the burden of listening to my amazing letter bank anecdote. All right, we are at halftime on Bob's puzzle. I think it's fair to say, roughly speaking, as you tell me, I think
Sure.
pretty much there. So, having said that, let me hit save, lest I'm not even going to remember how to solve half of these answers if we don't save. Let us do this. Like Ben Zimmer's favorite song once said, it's like this and like that and like this. Yeah. Let's get this.
We are
7
moving to the
by
next episode.
7.
Oh,
Are you
this cool.
kidding me?
Wow.
What is happening?
So just again to explain here that like you may all remember Malika Handa had the 7 by 7 project with every possible 7 by 7 MIDI grid culminating in something with no black squares. You can go back and find how Paolo Pasco very cleverly dealt with that as a construction challenge. But I continue to be challenged by trying to make a 7 by 7 that would at least kind of work as a crossword. But this appears in the November issue of the Enigma from the National Puzzlers League. And the NPL has been doing puzzles like this way before there were crosswords. Back in the 19th century, 1883 was when the NPL was founded. They started doing word puzzles in verse, and then also those are called flats, and then also what are called forms, which are like word squares, word diamonds, word pyramids, and so forth. And so word squares historically read the same across as down. If they had different across and down, they would call that a double square. So this is a double 7 square, which is as difficult to construct as an 8 by 8 square where it's across and down the same, which is very difficult to do with words that people have even heard of. This is my best effort at making one. You'll see that there are a few things in that would make it not quite crossworthy, but it's good enough for the NPL. NPL says as long as it's in like the Merriam-Webster dictionaries, then you're good. So go ahead and I think this is not best done downs only, but you're welcome to try.
Well, I want to do it with no clues because I think we can do it. Bob is really good. I am like a beginner, but Bob is really smart. All right, Bob, I will contribute. This is probably an S. Take it away.
Yeah. Cleanses. Oh, yeah. What are therapeutic cleanings? I'm not sure. Oh, 4 down. Yeah. I think trisect.
If you can't succeed, tricep. Something cut. Don't know. More swift.
Vestige, maybe, for something cut. I don't know.
Oh, I like that.
It doesn't, the letters aren't great. More swift, swifter is good. Fleeter. Yeah, sure.
Wow, I typed it and you said it at the same time.
Um,
More swift. That's what everyone yells at the Eras tour.
could be quicker, but I doubt there's a queue in a grid like this.
I like TVQ and want to cross.
Yeah.
Is that like even like more generic than rated E for everyone? Well, if it
Oh.
were a Bob Weisz grid, I would say it's something like ocelots because domesticated is like some sort of
Ferrets? Are
Oh
they?
wow, I
They're
love
polecats,
that.
right?
I love that.
I
Are
don't
we
know
done?
about I don't know about fleet. Yeah, we're done. I think vestige is wrong. I think fleet is wrong. Um,
Well, I don't, yeah, I think Vestige is wrong. I will say that is definitely
oh,
better than anything I came up with.
fleeter might be right if the one across is something off, not for 5 down though.
What do you want it in the right space and everything?
It does work well with the E's, the rest of the letters. Something cut.
An officer, Ben Zimmer in his teen years used to cut officers like on the weekend.
Something cut out.
Bob, you're a video guy. I'm pretty sure you're a.
Oh, outtake.
There you
Love
go.
it.
Wait, why did I think there was ER at the end of
I
that?
think because you put in Fleeter and yeah.
Oh, okay, I put it in the wrong place. Got it. Okay.
12 across could be bracket or cricket or yeah, the R feels
Not
good in that.
ticket. It could be like not like something rockets, rocket. It could be ucket, the ending sound of Ben Zimmer's favorite limerick type. Ben, would you quit sending those into the Enigma? Take a hint. They've never printed one.
Wonder if household under Roman law is like patria, something like that. Like, maybe it's not patriar. Patria is
No, no,
country.
but I like you're
What
onto
is it
something.
called? Not nomenar. I don't know. Therapeutic cleanings.
What's 11 like this? That's so weird.
Roseate. I like
I
that.
mean, that
Roseate.
EATE in a 7-letter word is pretty unusual.
Yeah, I agree.
That doesn't mean it's right,
Create
or of
a
course.
create. Yeah. Um,
Um, two
I want to
could be
look at the
verb
acrosses,
phrase or
Yeah, I'm impressed you got this far doing downs only, but
oh, that's good. Lift off, maybe.
oh, look at you guys.
definitely could be right.
As a rule, 8 across.
Oh, look at you, Bob. Don't slow down.
Ooh.
You're doing great. I'm like, okay, anyway. 9 monitor. Ben, don't you know how monitor is spelled? Shame on you. A lister at 10
Positor.
to be lapis lazuli at 1
La-
down. I don't know if I like positor, but
Yeah, me either.
well, easy for me to criticize what you did. I came up with nothing.
A-lister could also be blister or
No,
cluster.
no, B lister. Fine, blister.
B-lister. Uh-huh.
Could be cluster. Lap therapeutic
L-
cleanings. How about
Cleanings.
lab something?
Bositor.
If it's therapy, I don't think lab is gonna get the job done. I wanted it to be.
Laser.
I think you've gone about as far as you can go without a cross clues.
Wait,
Okay, fair.
E-lister. E-lister. I can only
Familia,
aspire.
maybe for 3 down,
Ooh,
but it's probably not
I
Oh,
that.
spoke too soon.
I
Well,
maybe
not
L,
spelled the Italian way,
yeah,
spelled the
older.
Latin way.
Got to go back.
like this?
No
Uh,
G.
no
Oh, of
G,
course.
LIA at the end. Yeah.
You know me, I'm such a Tony Soprano stan.
Stick it? No.
E-ticket.
E-ticket. Nice.
Sale date at 11 across. Ben, known for not being a very good speller.
Vomiter?
Hmm. Put it in.
Keeping with the Roman theme.
Which one? Oh,
Lav.
lavages.
This
What?
puzzle is filled correctly. Amazing.
Whoa.
You did it
We
downs only.
we did it downs only.
What is a lavage and what's a galeate?
Therapeutic cleanings, like if you you know, clean a body part with water or something, that's called a lavage.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean that's the LAV meaning washing, like fits into so
yeah,
many French and Spanish words we could think of.
Right,
yeah.
right.
Like starting with lave, to wash in French.
Lavanderia. Yeah.
But
And what's
lavanderia or laundry.
galeate? Galeate?
Laundry, right, Ben?
Well, you can see the clues now.
Oh, right.
Galliate is one of those words I would never put into a crossword, but it does mean helmet shaped.
Fair.
In a
I
million
wouldn't put
years.
vomiter in either. It kind of fails the breakfast test, but it's in Merriam-Webster. In fact,
Literally.
all of these are Merriam-Webster entries, except bizarrely for e-ticket, which is not yet on MW.com. I don't know why. Other dictionaries have it. I had to like notate it here. This is the National Puzzlers League style in the Enigma. If it's not in MW, then you have to say where it appears. And it's Wikipedia. It's in other dictionaries too.
Oh,
But
I
I
thought
have
that was
to.
Washington Post.
Yeah, no, that's the just abbreviation to say this is in Wikipedia. You can find it in Wikipedia. But I have to get my friends at Merriam-Webster to add this to the dictionary so that I can have a full, 7 by 7 that is fully within Merriam-Webster if they could only add e-ticket.
Ben, that is
Nice.
known as crossword gerrymandering, where instead of like the voters, it's supposed to be the voters, the candidates, not the candidates pick the voters. But if you're going to cram things into the dictionary to get
Look,
dictionary,
it's for a good cause.
that's true. No, you you've put in the hard, as Brad Gilbert, tennis former number 4 in the world, but tennis pundit Brad Gilbert would say, you've put in the hard yards. I think you've earned the right to cram things into the dictionary at this point.
Yes.
That was a
Well,
very long, and speaking of torture, that was a torturous example of what I was.
so yeah, this is if I guess you already dropped the link for puzzlers.org if you want to learn more about the NPL and subscribe to the Enigma. It's pretty cheap and fun, and we have conventions every year. You know, Bloomington in July is it's a lot of fun. But I unfortunately do have to run. Thank you so much for solving my puzzles. I'll leave you to solve the rest of Bob's wonderful cryptic. But this has been a blast. So
So
thanks to both of
fun.
Yeah,
you.
great to hang.
Yeah, this was awesome. Ben, Bob, material so great. Thank you both for being available tonight. We just threw this thing together. Ben and Bob made time to jump on the stream. Really appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, I like let it not go unsaid. Ben, good job. I mean, if you got as
Yeah.
close as this word to like a fully legit, I mean, for me, this is a real word. I think this is
They're all real words.
they're all
Yes,
real
that's
words.
true.
This is a completely legitimate 7x.
It
It
only
turns
took me
out,
like, a few hundred iterations to come up with this, but I got it eventually.
well,
Um,
Paulo Pasco knocked one out as well. Although let it be said that you had more words in yours than Paulo had in his. His was also, I got a big kick out of his too. That's a story for another day.
all
Uh,
right. Well, happy solving the rest of Bob's, and I will see you both later.
See ya.
Yeah.
See you.
All right. See you soon, Ben. I'll see you tomorrow
Oh,
midday.
that's right. Yeah, exactly. All right. Take care.
The battle for 32nd place starts. All right. Thanks a lot, Ben.
Bye.
What a good guy.
Truly.
We love Ben. Everyone loves Ben. Zimmer, anyway. Um, Roberto, can I
Yes.
just say before we get back to your puzzle, can I just say I haven't even looked at these other clues. I'm sure they're, fairly straightforward. Doing this thing downs only turns out to have been the right way because,
Yeah. And
you
making
know,
some guesses.
yeah,
Definitely
like
from the
there's only one
mimetic.
possible answer for this
Oh,
one.
sure.
And okay, anyway, yeah, okay, got it. All right. Well, good job with the down.
Ushers.
Oh, that worked out pretty well. Why don't we yeah, we'll keep the share going because look what happens when I do this and this. What? Get out of here. Are you
Looks
kidding?
wild. Oh, there we go.
Nuts. The only problem now is that it's like
You're
Dumbledore
flying
just
solo.
died. Yes, Dumbledore just died, and poor Harry and his friends have to soldier on without adult supervision. But no, that's not true. I've got the chat box to help me along. Chat box, no pressure, but it is your time to shine. I tell you what, see, Neon Red Gorilla is asking what I asked Ben. Like, well, Neon Red Gorilla, circle back on the VOD maybe, because we did talk about that earlier. Bob, didn't we not cover that a little bit? But like, if it's possible,
Yeah.
take a 7x, yeah, we kind of,
Yeah. I was writing in chat. They like mathematically get, I think actually it'd be more than exponentially, like
yeah.
logarithmically harder. 8 by 8, Ben was saying, is impossible to do with words that we've heard of, even worse than Galliate, stuff that is in obscure dictionaries. And 9 by 9 might be actually impossible. And yeah, the Ben has created a 7 by 7. I wouldn't be surprised if there's less than 10 that people have made in the whole world with words that folks have heard of.
Wow, that's crazy. I suggest that somebody come up with a 9 by 9. The universe space-time continuum will bend in on itself. We go back to the day before the Cubs won the World Series. We have Cleveland win the World Series, and then we can get out of this hellacious timeline that we're stuck in because the Cubs won. If
Yeah,
we get the Cubs to lose, I
I
mean,
know.
winning was crazy enough.
It's our
Political
fault.
rant over, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so but I don't know, did we tease out my crazy theory that like if we do like something different or cuckoo crossword clues where you're allowed to put like like green paint type answers in there, then maybe a 9 by 9 is actually
Oh
possible.
yeah, absolutely. And as we were talking about, Frisco can attest. A friend of his, Gizmo, and maybe Frisco, you were part of it, made a 15 by 15 with no black squares, and maybe even a 21 by 21 with no black squares. That is all absurdist Phil, let's say, in things you would not find. I don't think a single one is an entry you would find in a normal crossword. But yeah, as long as you break the rules of certain rules, you can make anything possible.
All right, well, that I want to see. Frisco, the other day, shoot, I forgot
Oh,
to
so it
spell
was a
that.
21.
Frisco mentioned in chat the other day that he had written essentially a whole crossword about They Might Be Giants. And I would love to tackle it, even though I only know like the obvious stuff about that band. But Ben Zimmer would completely like that would be catnip for Ben Zimmer. He would crush it. And I think is it a name drop once removed if I say that I think Ben Zimmer like knows one of the two Johns in that band? I think he
Oh,
actually,
that's cool.
I could be wrong about that. I think he knows like one of them through like crossword circles. I don't know. Maybe one of them like co-wrote a New York Times crossword or whatever. Now, ironically, if Ben Zimmer were here, he would be already typing in chat like the
If
explainer.
only we had access to Ben Zimmer, we might be able
Exactly.
to ask
Exactly.
him.
No,
Yeah.
he's asleep now. Somebody's reading him Good Night Moon right now. 9 o'clock. It's Ben's bedtime. Okay, well, we'll get to the bottom of that at some other time. All right, third quarter kickoff starts now. Eagles, even as the Eagles and Packers are probably like, in the first quarter or whatever. Let's get back to Bob's Cryptic. This is from the browser. For those of you still rolling in here, we actually continue to have lurkers, people rolling through here. Thank you for joining us. Bob Weisz and Ben Zimmer, tonight's special guests on the stream. This is a 15x cryptic crossword that Bob wrote for Downs Only the rest of the way. Bob wrote for the browser. It's so good. All we're seeing is like great clue after great clue. 16 across. Go to Ireland. Eliana, if you're still awake, our friend Eliana is in the chat box, and she is in Ireland right now, meaning it's like after midnight. So sorry to. Speaking of
Oh,
bedtime,
right.
Eliana, if you are still in here, this is your time to shine, because go to Ireland to break up a relationship that's in wonderful shape is the answer here. What? Okay, I see the word dating in here. So go to Ireland to break up screams that we should anagram the words go to Ireland. The problem is that I want it to be some sort of dating, as in a relationship that's in wonderful shape. The problem is the word dating would only fit here, and it's 6'5", not 5'6". So that is not working. The good news is that we have a 6, and clearly this is some kind of weird biblical reference to Gilead. No, that's not it. 6'5", gilded age. What is going on here? Everybody with me is probably seeing. Oh, nice, from Gilead. Very good. A relationship that's in wonderful shape is golden. So I'm starting to feel like golden might work. Don't we have all those letters? GOLDEN, golden, IRATE, golden ratio. There's 2 O's, y'all. Quit trying to tell me there's only 1 O. Golden ratio. Very good. What is that? Like some kind of like natural logarithm, 1.68 something. Bob, you're the smart one here.
You were really close. 1.618, et cetera, et
Okay.
cetera.
All right. This is like I'm my knowledge is like a mile wide and a millimeter deep. So like, I know that assonance is sort of like whatever the actual, aspiration, but that's all I
Sure,
got.
sure.
No, very nice. Go to Ireland. Eliana. Yeah, well, Eliana near, wow, a Gaelic nation. Eliana, that is actually very legit. That's a good guess. That almost fits. All right, good one, Bob.
Thank you.
Wow, look at you. And beginner with a dream. Came up with a good clue. Good for you. Especially sensitive thoughts. Well, that one's pretty easy. I think it's ESP, right?
hmm
Double def,
hmm
the twist with a question mark. Yep, very good. Yeah. This is almost an and lit. I mean, not quite.
Yeah, I had actually submitted it with a exclamation point, and Dan thought it's sort of like a 1.5 lit
Yeah,
kind of
exactly.
thing.
Exactly. I'm reminded of the like Conan O'Brien once did like a remote where he went to like truck driver school, and and he was like, why is the man always keeping us down? We're truckers, damn it. And then he turns to the camera and he goes, I want to live. That's how I feel about Dan Fair taking away this endlet from me.
It's fine. He made great edits for sure. I was going to mention this earlier when we were talking about um the editing process, and yeah, like I feel like absolutely every puzzle I've gotten published, the editor pushing back on certain clues or smoothing out the edges has like either directly or indirectly caused like better clues to come out. Like sometimes there'll be a clue that just like has one little thing that doesn't quite work and fixing it doesn't work, and so I have to start all over, but the thing I come up with to replace it is much better. That actually just happened with a spanner in a recent grid that I am having edited right now, that like it was 15 letters long. It was my seed entry, and they were like, we don't think this is actual fill. Like we don't think this is a legit, like the clue is fine, but the answer is kind of green painty. And I didn't realize it at the time, but I was like when I wrote it, but I was like, I looked at it again and I was like, oh my God, this is complete green paint. This is not a good thing. And I took it out and just found, had to take out some other crossers in order to find something else that filled the slot. And then when I did, it's one of my favorite clues I've ever come up across. So like the process always definitely makes things better.
No, for the record, Dan Fair clearly had the right call there. I just was like trying to cram in like a Conan,
Sure.
I love Conan and love Dan Fair, who I'm sure parenthood is the primary reason he was unable to join us tonight. I'm quite confident that he would have liked to be here.
Yeah.
Separately, yeah, love a good editor. I let's just say Sandy Cooten, our friend who edits the Enigma, made like some really elegant suggestions for a shockingly tennis-oriented letter bank, like poetry puzzle I have in the new Enigma that just showed up here. And let's give props to Sam Ozersky, best known as the spelling bee guy, but also since Will Shortz's health episode, Sam has been my editor at the New York Times, and he as good of a guy he is, and as much of a crossword savant as he is, he's an excellent editor of cryptogram material. He's got the great like sense of like nuance. And anyway, love working with Sam, as I love working with Will. But yeah, Sam is I mean, there's no, let me share the screen here. There's no public way to see that Sam is a great editor, but I can tell you that he is. All
I
right,
believe it.
back at it. Um, back at it with the white vans, 20 across. Wait, am I the only, is Damn Daniel, is that still a thing? Because to me, it always will be.
Still a thing? I don't know if you could say still a thing, but
I no,
I
I
know
know
what you're
that it's
saying.
not still I know that it's not still a thing. What I'm trying to say is I will never not be amused by that. So
I'm amused by it. Yeah.
anytime there's like a back at it thing happening, I'm like, get those white vans going because I love
Yeah.
them. All right. H&M funds Hackney. What is happening here right now? H&M, oh, funds is a verb. Okay. H&M funds hackneyed dystopian drama series casually. What the hell? All right, so H&M funds hackneyed. If that's an A and D, we still only have 10 letters. So dystopian drama series casually. I want this to be like Black Mirror or something, but it just isn't. I mean, H&M is very clearly not part of the definition. So what is going on here? It's probably the letter H and the letter M. I got nothing.
Those letters are involved. I will say that.
Yeah. What funds? I don't love FUNDS, as it's just not a great look with so few vowels, but I feel like hackneyed an anagram indicator? Eh, iffy, in my opinion. I guess it could be. And then dystopian, okay, drama series casually easily could be a definition unto itself. Like it's a streamer, it's a whatever, it's a
Mm.
like some kind of daily variety. Like they say Prexy for president, or you ankled a job, or
Prexy? I've never heard that.
oh yeah, in
Hmm.
like this is actually a great. I should find a link if I weren't.
Is that a British?
No, in daily. Well, it could be, but in daily.
Oh, like in tabloid or yeah,
Yes, but
variety speak.
specifically showbiz. There's a whole like
Yeah.
showbiz glossary, and Prexy for president as like the as in like
Of
the head of a studio. That's
right, that precedent.
Like L apostrophe gate Prexy ankles. It's like the president of the Lionsgate movie studio walks out on his job with a year left on his contract.
Right.
Um, okay, Frisco has submitted something. What that refers to, I can't begin to guess.
I think he
Well,
submitted to Cryptic Crossweird, which he mentioned earlier. Thank you, Frisco. Excited.
I saw Frisco referring. Sorry, Frisco. I have not even tried the chat as usual is doing a better show than the one we're doing. Actually, that's not true tonight because you and Ben were here. But
Oh.
Frisco says I have just completed my first draft of a cryptic. Really? All right, we will definitely solve that here. Frisco is one of our favorite crossword dudes. Frisco, a special guy in so many ways, also hilarious, but also he crushed the trivia on this stream. He was flirting with a lifetime ban. He was so good at trivia. Like we were playing that like college ball style trivia, and this former and Frisco buzzes in and he's like, Lee Merriweather. I'm like, Frisco, could you please give everyone else the chance to play? All right. No, he was, I mean, that's, and I say that like admiring. All right. I don't know the first thing about 20. If you want to give me a hint, great. Otherwise, we'll just move on. 23 across, beast with, wow, look at this clue. That is amazing. It's incredible. Hilarious surface read, but what is going on here? Beast with two bags got off, then left. Oh, is it this? Are we flirting with a not rated E for everyone? If I actually explain, I think everyone, we're all grown-ups here, Bob. I think we all see what's happening, but that is incredible. Look at you with this amazing surface read clue that actually ties in and is completely legit.
And crude.
Well, no, that's exactly. Well, whatever. This is, I mean, the Ben Zimmers of the world have gone to bed at 9 p.m. Eastern, and now it's like cryptic crosswords after dark. Good job. That's really good. Wait, what is this about a Midwest lawyer who gets on Twitch and like apparently thinks he's on the radio? I don't know anyone.
Midwest broadcast lawyer.
Yeah, exactly. Protects gender affirming treatment. Excuse me while I drank water. This is my chaser for my Red Bull.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
Midwest radio lawyer. I mean, gender affirming treatment. There's like, there are terms for gender affirming treatment, but if it's a 9-letter word, then I'm guessing it is like that, maybe. Am I off? Or it could be like ION.
One of those letters you just put in is right.
Like this?
It's not a shun. No. Or sun.
Is it like that?
Nope. I think you coincidentally put in one of the right letters. It isn't your line of thinking is not.
Okay, so we're not going for an ING or an ION ending.
No, not
Okay,
like that.
got it. Okay, so Midwest radio lawyer. I mean, if Midwest radio starts with a W, but I don't think that is what you're going for here at all. Midwest radio. Oh, radio. Is that like a homophone type situation?
Sometimes like on the radio might be a homophone situation, but I think just saying radio by itself doesn't quite get there.
That was, I mean, that's Bob, you're so polite to pretend that my desperately thrashing around looking for any kind of like a grip on this clue was like in any way legit. All right, Midwest radio. I wish the def could be Midwest radio, but I just don't see how that could be correct. Lawyer protects. I assume protects could be like surrounds. I mean, Midwest could be heartland, but this I is clearly right. There's a term for gender affirming treatment, and I can't spit it out. I've definitely seen, I mean, and it also just sort of makes sense. I feel like I've seen that.
That is the definition. I will
Yeah, it's gotta
confirm
be.
that. Yeah.
It's gotta be. I mean, I want it to be like aftercare or some 9-letter word, but it just isn't. Is it like estrogen or testosterone related? If at a minimum it would be, wouldn't it
That's
have like a
that's the root.
hyphen?
that you should go down. Yes.
Okay. Estrogen. Well, it's not like
Y-
progesterone. Oh, test.
I don't think this is one that thinking of the deaf first. It may be a more uncommon term. Um, so like trying to figure out the deaf might be a little tough.
Okay.
Maybe get some crossers or figure out what the wordplay might be.
Yeah, I got to move on because I'm never going to get it with what we
Yeah,
have. Okay. I tell you what, why not? Well, let's look at this first. Japanese icon. Now earlier I intimated that maybe the chat would have the chance to jump in. Let me get a first look at these things, and maybe we'll like look to the chat to kind of nudge me. I mean,
sure.
we're 2 hours and 15 minutes deep. You've been so generous with your time, and I was like, Tyler Heyman, what do you got for one across? Whereupon we then ignored the chat or rudely failed to involve the chat from that point on. So Japanese icon, well, Mount Fuji. No, that's spiteful. Japanese icon to do some karaoke in crumbling ruins. Okay, well, I would say the answer is Sailor Moon. Bob, it's actually 6'4". You made a
There
good.
is Sailor Sun. Don't
Well,
forget.
well, Sailor Sun actually could almost work because we have an S-U-N. Ooh, how about this? How about that?
That's it.
Okay, because right, so Japanese icon, of course, is Rising Sun. And then to do some karaoke in crumbling ruins. Okay, so to do some karaoke is sing in crumbling ruins. That's a nice phrase because obviously a super legit anagram indicator. So Rising Sun, very good. Now, I'm not looking at the clue. This is clearly a K car, and on we go. No. All right, what do we got here? Disney. Well, all right, I see the answer because you've
Yeah.
got Disney villain, right? And the answer, of course, is Maleficent. Disney. All right, so this is the villain in the Polonius, if you will, in The Lion King. But let's figure this out. Disney villains back in a Pixar film, now the lead. That is, forget crosswords. That is an extremely solid surface read. One of your trademarks, I'm noticing.
This is an example of um, one of the original clue just had to take out completely, just had to start from scratch and actually change the fill. And then this I came upon this and it all fell together at the last minute. This was the last change we made in the entire puzzle, and it ended up being one of my favorites. This will always be an example of like how the editing process really improves things.
So you turned it in a certain way, and then Dan like gave you a nudge in another direction. Is that like
Yeah, and like,
art?
yeah, this is not a great example of like Dan's skill as an editor because it had ended up just I started from scratch and came up with this clue and like was able to figure out the cars and stuff like that. But it was like just I guess the serendipity of it all, of the entire process. Dan is a great editor, and many of these clues are better because of his nudging and fixing things that were, squeaky parts. But this one was just like, oh, I'm glad I got rid of that old thing that was fine, but didn't quite work in this specific way. And now it's this one that I really love. I'm like really happy with this clue.
Yeah, yeah, this is really good. You've got a Disney, like a Disney character, a Pixar title, and the wordplay works, and they gave you the chance to write this sweet clue that like ties them together. It's like such an elegant way.
Yeah.
Disney villain is the answer is Disney villain, and that is of course Scar in The Lion King. And then that apostrophe S, I even like that. The apostrophe S is
Hmm.
connects. Okay, so back in a Pixar film, now the lead. So the movie Cars, back in a Pixar film is the back of the word cars is the S is now the lead. So what can I say? It's like Ames, Iowa and Mesa, Arizona. You do that move and you connect those. In
Hmm.
fact, excuse the obnoxious reference to my own thing, but I had like Ames, Mesa, Salem, and I
Oh,
forget the Selma, that I connected those
nice.
into a Sunday Will Short's like NPR. Like I forget
That's
the
great.
sequence. It was like do this backward in the state capitol, whatever. And it was
That's
just like
great.
the tennis player names in the mini. Like they just I kept seeing another one. I was like, oh wait, we could tack that on. And
Yeah, yeah. That's great.
by the time he was done explaining it, like the answer almost, it almost answered itself. Like it wasn't going to be Bismarck to Charlotte to Tallahassee.
Sure, sure.
They had to be very simple words, but it still was, it was fun for me. If not
That's
the,
great.
yeah. Okay, kind of hose picked up near yard. Well, kind of hose is nylon. But is this the answer? Don't tell me. It's got to be the answer.
I mean, it is nylon is a kind of hose. I can confirm that.
Yeah, can confirm. Picked up near yard. Okay, so Y could be a yard, isn't like a unit of measure, and yet I'm not. So kind of hose is the def. Picked up. I mean, is Orlon? I don't think so. Picked. I'm starting to wonder if that's the answer because I am just not seeing where to even jump into the wordplay. I note that the chat has completely gone dead as my sad attempt to solve this puzzle is putting everyone to sleep. Not
They might
great material.
they might be boss wording. Maybe you have the numbers on who's here, but
That
isn't
is a great point. Tyler does, but yeah, very good. My thought was that we would land this plane in around 2 hours and then raid boss words, but no. What can I say? We weren't smart enough. Or there were too many,
if we
too
wait
many
long
like,
enough, they'll be done with boss words in probably 10, 20
exactly.
minutes. And
Exactly. I'll reverse raid them and vacuum up all their viewers and they're here to help us finish this puzzle. No, that's right. Yeah, I knew that boss words was going tonight, which is one reason I wanted to start at 6 so that we would like
right.
not conflict. All right, I honestly, I'm not seeing how this would be the answer. Let's chat if you have any. Wait, neon red gorilla working on a hint for 20 took working on, yeah, okay, let's move on. Rodeo contestants lassoing men in baby clothes. Well, they call them clowns at rodeos. That's clearly not, I think, what's going on here. Rodeo contestants could be riders lassoing men, could be diapers. Lassoing men would be rompers, ropers, like that, probably. All right, so rodeo contestants are ropers. Lassoing M is a legit clue for men, as in like on a men's room, M would be men, for example. And then baby clothes, rompers. Well, what's tragic is that the answer here is actually onesies. And Bob is so bad at making crosswords that he had this ridiculously bad.
Oh yeah, I keep messing that up.
By a crazy coincidence, it works perfectly for the word romper. So Bob,
Huh.
you'll figure it out someday.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Opera lover is a big my dad is an opera lover who actually went in to the city of Chicago to see Cav and Pag. Is that what they call it? Pagliacci and ooh, I just doxed my dad's artistic and private life. Sorry, Dad. So the answer could be Ben's dad here because that is 7 letters, but it's not. Opera lover is a big fan of. Oh, very good. I see this. This is a Tristan and Tristan und Isolde, right? Is that where we're going here?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. A lover of opera.
A lover of
Well,
he's a lover in, right. He's a lover of his own. Got it. Okay.
yeah.
So it's not an opera lover, but a lover in the world of opera, like the Romeo of the opera world.
Mm-hmm.
Eliana, see, I embarrassed Eliana into speaking on behalf of the chat to make me feel that not everyone is asleep, but in fact, you're absolutely right. People ran over to the boss word. Anyway, nice one. I like this Tristan. TriStar Pictures was almost the right answer. No.
Oh yeah.
15 down, 1K runners at the back put a stop to commanding lead. Okay, I want this to be thou, as in like slang for 1,000. The problem is that would have to be the word thou if the answer is 4-5, and I don't think that works. So 1K runners at the back put a stop to commanding lead. Well, commanding lead could be something like military. It could be put a stop to, could be present tense, could be past tense. Runners at the, was it 1K runners? I mean, something at the back is obviously going here. And yet, And yet.
And yet.
A friend was just texting me something unrelated, and the only reason I even know that is because my iMessages is like on my Mac and on my phone, and it popped up in the corner of the screen. And I was so excited that somebody was privately texting me hints for this clue. But no, it was about like our plans for this weekend, miscellaneous comedy shows. No, nothing to do with your puzzle. All right, let's move on. 12 down. Amusingly, her employ falls under amusement primarily. What? This is an and lib. And 3, 7. This M is right. These letters are right. So amusingly, what is happening here right now? Her employee falls could be, it could be an anagram, but what is the first word? Emo? We're running out of vowels.
Does Emo Phillips fit in there? I mean,
I just said the word comedy, and here's Emo Phillips.
yeah, I think I mean, he's a he, him, but that's fun.
Well, if we I think he spells his name with 2 L's.
2 L's. Oh, okay.
I think, but I mean, either way, I kind of now want that to be the answer. The problem is we've got these pesky other letters that are not in the word Phillips.
Right.
Her employ falls under amusement primarily. Well, amusement primarily, and it's something under it, really feels like the letter A. The problem is ignoring all the rest of this, AM blank and then P blank, 3, 7 wise, I'm just not seeing that at all. Amy Sedaris, she's amusing. Chat, no answers, please, but do you have any thoughts? I am going to have to move on. We looked at this. Oh my God. Right when Ben Zimmer leaves, I'm in the, like, what I like to call difficult town. Getting a lot harder in here. Wait, oh, this one. Oh, wait. Not testosterone, but all right, there's not, estrogen, estrogenation, am I on the right track here?
On the right track. Off to a good start. You're really honing in, but it may be hard to land the plane without.
Okay. Well, what would be really nice is if I could make some sense out of this radio lawyer. Oh, is it? Well, ESQ is a lawyer, but there's no way.
That's not it.
That's not it. Well, see, we have ESQ, like for Esquire, lawyer.
Sure, yeah.
Okay, but radio. Oh, is it a hidden word?
What would it be if it were hidden? That's it.
Are you serious? That's a thing?
Yeah, estradiol is an estrogen. It's a hormone that many people naturally produce, but some people who are transitioning need more of, and so they get it. No, not all trans women get it, but many do.
Wow. Okay, I didn't even know that was a word, that it was a thing. I mean, I knew estrogen and progesterone, and that was kind of the end of my theories there in terms of like hormonal, hormone treatment or whatever. So
yeah, we figured this wasn't a word that most solvers would know, but that's why putting it as literal letters in the clue really helps people answer it anyway.
I probably should have thought of a hidden word earlier for reasons including that Midwest radio lawyer protects, otherwise is like completely unsolvable, not just by me, but by anyone.
Right. And you did, so another, like you said, protects seems like a container. If you are coming across container clues and you're like, that seems like a container indicator, but I can't figure out what it's doing, especially here where it's container indicator and then the answer, so it can't contain the answer, like it has to contain more fodder. So if it's a container, seems containery but isn't quite working, that's a good hint that it's maybe a hidden.
Yeah, absolutely. The problem here is that, well, meanwhile, earlier I said something like, is estrogen? You're like, yeah, you're on the right track. I should have at that point probably looked for an EST somewhere to try to figure out and sure enough, it's just a word that I didn't know was a word,
Right, right.
but the good news is that we've solved that because did we look at, yeah, we've looked at two down clues that I had no clue what was going on.
I th-
And in
yeah,
the chat, Eliana is saying she thinks 12 down is a specific person, which is great because I got nothing here. Now, if it isn't Amy AMY, if it's a proper name, then I'm not sure. Wait, is it emo? Is it actually emo
it's not
Phillips?
Emo Phillips. No, it's not. I looked it up though. His name does have one L, so it would fit. Not that where that L is, but it would technically fit this pattern, that pattern right there. But it's not him. I can confirm.
If it
It is
was
a
me,
specific person though.
okay, yeah, I take the hit on that. I think I just said emo Phillips had two L's. I was wrong.
It's okay. I had to
Uh,
look it up.
yeah. This is not a name drop. I don't know emo. I'm not pretending to be a friend of emo's. However, I was once at Second City with some friends, main stage, and emo was also there that night. And at, I don't know, Fly Eagles Fly, people call it halftime, but I guess like intermission is what it's known as. Yeah, like during intermission, like my buddy Matt, one of the funniest people I know, law school friend, my buddy Matt Pagano and I momentarily for a minute or two chatted with Emo, who spoke in
Wow.
a very not non-sing-songy normal way. He's like a Downers Grove, Illinois native. He's
Oh,
just a like what a lovely man, what an incredible talent, what an incredible joke writer. And he was like totally cool. It was
that's
very fun.
great.
Yeah,
It's
it was
like
fun.
the Bobcat Goldthwait, persona in real life. He is very chill,
Yeah, yeah,
which
yeah,
we know now, but at the time, in the 80s, 90s, Bobcat, it seemed
exactly.
like he was off the wall.
Exactly. And emo, it's like, wow, did that guy really go through life talking like
Right. Yeah.
till he found his way to a microphone? Okay, so if this is a real person and
You did have the right first name, not emo, but at
okay, so
earlier.
it's Amy, it's all right, if it's not Amy Sedaris, oh, it's Amy Poehler, of course.
There we go.
Love Amy Poehler. Speaking of veterans of the Chicago comedy scene.
Right.
Good, and kudos to you for getting Amy Poehler into the grid. I mean, gotta love Amy Poehler.
Yeah. And an Anlit.
Okay, amusingly, her employ falls under amusement primarily. Extremely legit surface read, perfect for the Amlet. And now let's figure out the parse. Her employ falls under amuse. Okay, so so we're anagramming her employ. Oh, so
Mhm.
amusingly is the anagram indicator, and then under a amusement. Nice. All right, completely works. Good job.
Thanks.
Yeah, really good. So this is humidity rate. Is that something like that?
Interesting way to spell humidity, but
Is that the Amazing Race? Isn't that a drama series?
the amazing race.
Um, Hemisphere Gate, some kind of a scandal involving the hemisphere. I'm just not seeing it, but drama series casually. Wow,
Uh,
Neon Red Gorilla writing a different puzzle in the chat than the one I was. Clue for 20. Neon Red Gorilla's got an alt clue for 20. That might be just what I need to solve this. Death plus is
wow.
a series looking at life under religious rule. Wow,
That's great.
incredible. I certainly don't know the answer, but I mean, just off the cuff, banging out an alt clue, that's pretty impressive. Neon Red Gorilla, have you written entire puzzles, much like Frisco? We got to get your work on here. I know Neon Red Gorilla is like a total puzzle savant from past like Twitch streams here and elsewhere. Um, what is happening here right now? Dystopian drama series. Wow.
I could say the
Oh, I
answer.
know it. I know it.
Oh,
I know
okay.
it. I know it. Yeah, because H and M, I was just thinking it was the letter H and the letter M, but Bob being Bob, he found a way to get this. Got it. So it's dystopia. Yeah, it all starts to work. I thought it was a race, like the show The Amazing Race. I was stuck on
Mm,
blank A, blank E. Handmaid's Tale is so the deaf is dystopian drama series casually.
because
Um,
it's technically the
because
Handmaid's
it's
Tale.
the Handmaid,
So
right?
right, right.
The Handmaid. Very good. Okay. So H&M, so the def is, so H&M funds have, so this is like a charade.
Hmm.
Okay, so funds is AIDS.
Aid in this case. So like
Funds is
collective
it
noun.
doesn't have to
Yeah,
be
yeah.
S. Got it. Okay, got it. Okay, that I was trying to figure out how tail.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was like a trite tail, when in fact it is stale, which completely works. Okay, got it. That makes tail. Nice. Well, I think nylon is starting to feel like it actually might be the right answer.
It is. I'll say that.
Yeah, I mean, it's gotta be for hose, but picked up near yard. I mean, picked up could be going vertically, but I'm not seeing much.
Picked up is the indicator, and it's a little, I wouldn't say looser, but less connected to um it's something that when I first encountered, I had to have it explained to me, and it makes sense. I'll say I still like it. I put it in a puzzle, but it's not the first thing you would think of. It's not a reversal or a container.
Not a reversal, near yard,
It's a different kind of picking up.
like hearing something or nylon, kind of. Oh, Nigh, yard. Wait, lawn is yard? Oh,
Uh,
lawn. Well, if you pronounce it like that.
if you
Got it.
pronounce it like
Okay,
that.
so nigh lawn, near yard. Wow. Okay, in a million years,
Yeah.
well, I don't know, maybe in a million, maybe in 5 or 10 minutes, I wasn't gonna get it, but maybe in a half an hour. But life is short and our stream is 2.5 hours old, and I'm sure that, Ben Zimmer has a 9 o'clock bedtime. I don't know, maybe you have a 10 o'clock bedtime. So we should,
I'm on the West Coast. It's 6:30 here, so
oh, wow, okay. So
I got the rest. I got the
so
whole
does that,
night ahead of
so
me.
you're in that, like, if I want to watch Monday Night Football, it's gotta be at 5:30? Is that like the lifestyle that you've
That's
chosen?
why, yeah, good thing
That's why
I'm
you
not
had
a
to get
football
out.
guy.
That's why you had to get out of Indiana, like Michael Jackson.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Okay. It shows Hamilton or Burr in Hamilton, for example. I love this clue. This could be so many things. Um, I it shows Hamilton or Burr in. So Hamilton, for example, could be like, obviously, like a musical or a hit or a Tony winner, but blank blank and blank are. And then it shows Hamilton or Burr. Okay. I think it shows Hamilton. I want that to be like a $10 bill, like 10. Oh, there we go. Okay, so it shows Hamilton is a $10 bill, 10. And then or is literally in the clue. And then Burr in Hamilton, for example, is a tenner. Nice. Very good. I like that. All right. What can I say? I'm repeating myself a lot, but another good one. And then finally, okay, this is a good one for our final, because
Uh-huh.
much like Handmaid's Tale and Amy Poehler, I was, and mostly this one, most of all that one, utterly baffled. No clue what is happening with this thing. But now we've got letters to work with. So for example, I want this to be start. Um, put a stop to commanding lead is, I mean, when I think of runners and like a starting gun and a lead, it feels like start, like ties into that. The problem is I don't see where we're going with put a stop. I am guessing that there are people in the chat who know this answer. I'm not even asking for a hint, but I'm just giving props to our chat. There are so many great people in the chat right now, as there have been all night. Thank you, chatters, for joining us. I wanted our friends Bob and Ben to see some familiar names in the chat, so I spread the word a little bit about stream. Very cool that we had so many awesome people here tonight, so many views, even though we lost some people to boss words, and right now they're probably talking about tonight's puzzle. But thank you all for being here. And thank you to those who will watch this later on demand. We always get people watching these later, but particularly on a night like this where we have Ben and Bob and their puzzles. All right, 1K runners. I want this to be thou, but it just isn't. It just isn't. So it's not like thou art. What if it were thou art, but it were like thou start? That just isn't it. So runners at the back. So now I'm thinking that like we're putting something about runners at the back of the answer. That's not it either. So runners at the back could simply be the letter S, but why would you choose the word runners for that? 1K runners at the back could be KS, but I don't like that either. Is this took? Put a stop to commanding lead could be like something like as in took the lead. But now I want commanding lead to be like the letter C. Let's start with where's the definition?
The definition's at the end.
Okay, commanding lead.
And the question mark goes with the definition.
Okay. Oh, commanding lead, as in like a military general? Or
That's even more literal than I think it is. I think you gotta lateralize it a little more than that. And I will say, are you ready for another small
yeah,
nudge?
I think
You
so.
had a train of thought that you derailed that was really close to pulling into the station. Sorry for the extended metaphor.
No. Now I'm thinking like of a train whistle going like
No, that's not.
oh no. I know you were only
Okay.
you were merely metaphorizing, but like I want it to be like toot sweet, but like TOOT.
Toot
That's a me
swat.
problem. That's you didn't mislead me. That's just me
Right.
thrashing around trying to find a 4 or 5 in here that like is a thing. Back at it again with the green paint. All right, so put a stop to commanding lead. It's not the letter C. And I'm trying to think of where I was earlier. 1K runners. Now, runners could be like if like 1K was some kind of like an iOS and it were like Galaxy phones running.
Oh, ooh, that's a clever misdirect. That's not it.
Wow, you sounded like your brother there with your sadistic like realizing you could make a puzzle out of something.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's you. That's the classic Weisz.
The Weisz cackle.
Yeah. Let it not go unsaid that um Bob's brother Sandy is like an incredible puzzle writer, like so good that he's like a full-time puzzle maker.
Yeah, professional.
Incredible.
Yeah,
Is it the
I think
mysteryleague.com?
so. Yeah.
Like,
And writer of the daily game Rattle, which
oh yeah.
some
And
people
it's
may
not
know.
rattle.com. It's like rattle dot
Dot quests. Yeah,
incredible.
I'm guessing a lot of
Incredible.
the good ones were taken.
So good. No, but it's like it's memorable to people other than me because I was like, it's rattle dot fun or whatever.
Right.
I
People,
I love playing rattle. By the way, we are so overdue to play rattle on this stream. That's not a
oh
tonight.
yeah,
It's perfect for like just chit chat and
it's great. Yeah.
yeah,
I'm now the official editor for all of them. So
nice.
yeah,
Speaking of great editors, how far in advance does he like write those things?
like within a week, like
Well,
sometimes
yeah,
it's the same day. Oh, actually, you just reminded after this, I have to edit 2 of them that are coming out not tomorrow, but later this week. So they're
yeah.
pretty quick.
When Will Shorts, when we started the current six or because of the COVID pandemic, we started, or Will Shorts, actually, I didn't start anything because of, I was there at the beginning, but when the COVID pandemic broke out and the New York Times went to Will Shorts and said, stop the share for a half a sec, and said, we want more puzzles in the art section because when they shut down the New York City art scene, all of a sudden they couldn't write about Broadway and the Green Day concert and the lecture at 92Y. And so Will Shorts devised this 6-day rotation of like puzzles, Monday through Saturday, like the same sort of rotation. Why did I get off on this? I'm baffled. We were
Rattle,
talking about your
editing.
brother. Oh, right. Yeah, this is not worth interrupting. I'll keep this short. So when Will Schwartz was running things, we were working like 4 or 5 weeks in advance, like editing and refining. Like, here's the PDF. So like today's November 10th, we might be looking at like the week of December 14th. It has gotten a lot more casual. Like sometimes we're only 10 days out or like 2 weeks out or whatever.
Yeah,
So it's gotten, I mean, we're not flirting with like problems or whatever because it's a daily, but it's definitely not as we're not working as far ahead. But
right.
obviously your brother with Rattle, like he might be responding to like, I'm at the Big Ears Music Festival, and for that reason, let's do, you know,
Exactly. Yeah.
whatever, like, this musician or whatever.
Yeah, this week is all about his 49th birthday, which is happening this week. And so it's all about 7x7s and things like that. So
Nice.
yeah.
Well, he is so smart. I think he probably reads at a 50-year-old level. He's
I,
smart.
that's a good.
He's smart like that. Oh, wow, Eliana. Thank you for cleaning up my mistake. I knew Mystery League was like the thing. Mystery League.
My bad. It wasn't in the address. I misunderstood.
No, I think I injected that error. Um, okay, Eliana, thank you. Ben Zimmer is usually like the link, maestro. So
Mm,
Eliana also very good at that. All right,
Deputy Link.
I'm just not, I guess I need, or wait, somebody said it. Excuse me. Wow, that was needed a cough button for that one. Neon Red Gorilla says they have the answer. Neon Red Gorilla, you want to give me a nudge without giving the answer away? Um, Nesberg, hello to you. I don't think I gave you a proper
Hello,
hello.
Nesper.
For being here. Neon Red Gorilla.
Mm.
Oh, I think Neon Red Gorilla was theorizing like a Handmaid's Tale clue.
You have correctly parsed at different times. You have correctly parsed most of this clue, more than
Really?
half.
Okay, so
Yeah.
runners at the 1K. Okay, all right. So 1K could be thou or like thousand. And then runners at the back could be S. I mean, it would be like thou sayest or something like Shakespearean like that. I mean, thou put us runners at the back S, and then put a stop to is
Hmm.
like to abort something or put a stop to isn't start.
Put a
And
stop
then
to four-letter word blank A blank T. That
right,
means put a stop to.
like that. Commanding lead. Got it. Wow, look at you with the classy, old school, fancy British way of saying that. Incredible. Um,
Well, it was not just British, the biblical translation, I suppose.
exactly. I should have said right, right.
Yeah,
It's not just Shakespeare, thou art. It's like
it's
shalt takes us back like millennia or whatever.
right. That M Yahweh era.
Exactly. Um, Bob, I keep saying it, but take a bow. That was really good. Really
Thank you. Thank you for solving.
excellent. So much fun. I mean, to get you and Ben Zimmer on the same stream and like to do all this awesome material. And this is like, was it a crazy fever dream or did we actually like Downs only Ben's 7X Mac
Yeah,
Mini, whatever you call it?
I think we did. And it to it, I'm impressed. Yeah, I've not processed it, but Ben seemed impressed. So he told us to stop many times, and so I'm glad we persisted.
We did persist, as did she. But in this case, it was we us. Yeah, you are getting, Neon Red Gorilla, please,
Oh,
thank you. I mean, the solving, I had a lot of help from Ben Zimmer and from the chat and from Bob himself. But yeah, I solved one or two of them. But yeah, I um I think that the props rightfully go to Bob for this awesome puzzle, so much fun, and to Ben Zimmer for his also great material. Wow, he found a way to make a Woody Allen, Diane Keaton puzzle without mentioning Woody Allen's name. He had it both ways.
yeah, exactly.
Really good. So Ben Z, I'm sure Ben Z, having had Goodnight Moon read to him, or maybe if you give a mouse a cookie, Ben is like in his crib sleeping softly.
Oh,
It's
and now
no,
I'm about to make dinner.
Well, exactly. West Coast. All right, Roberto, don't be a stranger, please.
Yeah,
This is so great. You're
this was
welcome
great.
back anytime, obviously. But I'm like I said it the other day, but like I was never like a hardcore listener to Mark Maron's WTF podcast. Occasionally I would jump in, but like I knew it was good. I have an unreasonable negative feeling toward Mark because of all of his like early, not very funny quasi comedic appearances on Conan in like 93, 4, 5 when they couldn't get anybody booked on that show.
Yeah,
Um, so I like comedians who didn't strike me as funny always I always found it galling that he was. I'm like, when did this guy pull Conan out of a burning building?
yeah,
Meanwhile, he's so good as an interviewer and as a guy and as a personality, a guy who's been through a lot in his life. And he like came out the other side of that as an amazing interviewer slash podcaster. I just never fully got over my distaste for him in general, but
sure.
I readily concede that he's excellent at that. But I just never kind of got over that to the point of listening. My point is that this guy is obviously one of the great interviewers in the entire world, and he just quit his show with a legacy of like 1,500 episodes of over an hour in length. So it's like that's how I feel when I look at your blog. I'm like, oh my God, this guy has cranked out over 100 cryptics, and they're so freaking good. Like I gotta
Yeah,
start
but it
working
would
on the
be
backlog.
it would be like if Mark Maron released 10-minute episodes. These are small guys, so it's not
No,
as
it's true, but I mean, and I think well, relative to there's a similar ratio, a golden ratio, if you will, between the size and the number of Marin episodes and the size and number of your puzzles. I mean, I fully intend to get you into the mix of the material that we do in the stream and start working into that backlog and like start banging out some of your other stuff. This is
cool.
not a command performance. You don't have to be here when I do it, but like having you pop up in the chat box was awesome the other day, etc. So I guess that's my way of saying thanks for all, not just this one, but all the great material. I look forward to doing more of it. You're obviously more than welcome here anytime, or let me know if you want to
Awesome.
like do another one of these in the Zoom. Having you and Ben in the chat box is also great, but having you guys
Yeah.
is like next level. I mean, it made this thing into like a full blown like TV show. If you could have only found a better version of me, it would have been like the perfect, like. No, this is awesome. Thanks again
Yeah,
for.
this was really great. Thank you so much for having me. And I think this is officially the first solve I've done on stream, which I really enjoyed and yeah, would love to do again anytime.
Yeah, we will definitely do it again. And
Cool.
yeah, and now, oh wait, I should have done it earlier when ah, I spaced it. Didn't even honestly I didn't think about it. Talk about burying the lead, but there's no non-obnoxious, non-name droppy way to say it. But Will Shorts wants to come on this stream and like host a trivia game, which is crazy but true. A lot of people have moved on with their evening at this point. There are fewer people here than there were earlier. But Will Shorts has written a bunch of connections style trivia, which is so crazy because
Yeah.
half the people he knows are crossworders and trivia people who play in the Connections League. And his
Hmm.
stuff is just like that. It's like he'll have a question where the answer is this and that and that. And then you notice that they're all Shakespeare characters, or they're all super vocalics, or they're all, whatever. You get it, colors,
Yeah.
whatever. And he the other day we were talking, I'm sorry, this is like gross name drop, obviously, but
No, it's
we were emailing about New York Times edits, and he's like, "Oh, remember, I want to come on your podcast and play my game." So I'm like, "Oh yeah, good point, Will Shorts. I think we can fit you in." It's like
it's so
like
amazing.
Twitch will melt. I mean, he's
Yeah.
been on this
Yeah, you
stream
might get more, you might break that 10 viewer barrier
exactly.
this time.
Exactly. I actually the times before when we've had like significantly larger than usual, or even large crowds here, was when it wasn't about me solving anything. It was like Ben Zimmer and I co-hosted the Crossword Oscars, aka the Orcas
Right, right,
winter. And like that was widely promoted. Like, I mean, we didn't have a million people in here, but we had like several hundred, which is, I mean, there are kids who stream video games on Twitch who
right,
routinely have thousands of, that's just not what this is. I mean,
right.
crossword Twitch is a grain of sand on the beach of Twitch. And to the extent that any crossword streamers have big audiences, it's like our friend Katie Grog, who's got 6-figure following on TikTok, and like she
Right.
snaps her fingers and 100 people show up. I will immodestly say that Eric Emick and I were the ones who like taught Katie how to solve cryptics.
Oh,
And
funny.
her entire audience were like, no, cryptics, I hate that. No, they're too hard. No. And Katie was very cautious. I won't say afraid or timid because she's a brave soul, but like we shoved that boulder during COVID and slowly, and now she's like a cryptic solving monster.
Yeah,
Like
every time I tune in, she's doing a cryptic. And
she's
from
knocking them
what
out.
this was before my time tuning into Crossweird, but it was the same thing with them where they said that they got pushed into it by the chatters kicking and screaming and they refused to do it. And now, they co-run a venue with me for cryptics. So people, you
Amazing.
just got to get people hooked.
Yeah, and it's crazy. Like Katie, like to her credit, like there's the old, like there's the browser puzzle on Katie's Twitch. It's like when you see like a friend from high school and a friend that's like your sister's whatever,
For
like or your
sure,
sister's
sure.
roommate talking to each other in a bar. You're like, how do those? It's like the browser and Katie Grog, what together at last?
Right.
That which is great, and also um, it's well, yeah, it's like that. Circling back to Will Shortz, it's like Will Shortz has been on this stream as a guest, like on Zoom, when he wanted to explain to the world why his crossword tournament was or was not going to stay in Stamford, Connecticut, or maybe move to Philly or to wherever. So that was like he didn't come on this stream because I wanted an amazing big name guest. He came on here because he wanted to. There was all these rumors going around, like what's happening with the ACPT. He was also in the chat box here. We do it like a wrap ACPT wrap up show. The point being though that is next level. When Will Short says to me, I want to do this on the stream, it's like the only answer to that is yes, when, how soon. So
Yeah.
um
So when though is it in December you said?
yeah, I think we're looking at hopefully like maybe like the second week of December, like for work reasons, it's going to be anyway, but after Thanksgiving will be easier for me. And then I'll be out of town for the last 2 weeks of the year. So um anyway, so yeah, hopefully that second week of December, there's like
Cool.
after what there's a holiday party the week before, there's one the week after, and like if it turns out that he can only do it on X day, I want to have a week where I'm like available, and then
Sure.
I assure you it will be very easy to fill the guest seats if we're going to do like 3v3 or 4v4.
Right.
Also, like I've seen the material and it's not crazy hard, it's more like cute and fun, but it's not like the trivia questions are not going to be like, I mean, first of all, if I populate this game with the usual like killers that like come around the stream, it's like June Pak taking a nap would, is like a top
Right.
2% like trivia person or whatever. So, but with that said, I should have mentioned this earlier. But anyway, but yeah, I mean, you, Ben Zimmer, and Will Shortz, or as I call you guys, the big three, are like, yeah, you are the kind of guys that like draw a crowd, and we had so many people here tonight. We still
Yeah,
do.
Will has the Z in his name. He just needs to get the B. Maybe Bill Shorts is
Bill
what we'll
Shorts,
start calling
exactly,
it.
exactly. Well done, well done. Yeah, and we'll get Bandy Borowitz to tell a few jokes at the top of the show. Um,
Cool.
yeah, no, this was great. I keep saying it. The old joke. Gentile people leave and never say goodbye, and Jewish people say goodbye and never leave.
Yep.
So, Bob, for the 17th and final time, thank you for doing this. Thank you, chatters. Thank you, Ben Zimmer. We'll do it again soon. It's now 8:58 p.m. Time enough to raid boss words in time for them to say goodbye to their
Yeah.
own stream or whatever. I'm not even going to bother. If it was whatever. I mean, everybody. All right. What I will do is say go to bosswords.org for all of your like crossword league related needs. It's a little late because it was running in September and October, but I set out this one. Buy the puzzles. Yeah, everybody in the chat is ratifying my thanks to you. And yeah, this is great. I don't know when the next stream is going to be. We will have Bob and Ben Zimmer here for 6 hours the next time I stream. This was just the appetizer.
Mm-hmm. Warm
Yeah,
up.
don't know when the next crossword stream will be. It will certainly be no later than Friday or Saturday. So stay tuned. Please follow me on Twitch if you haven't already. Join the literally threes of people who are usually here when I stream crosswords. And yeah, once and for all. Thanks a lot, Bob. Thanks,
Thank
everybody.
you.
All right, see you all later this
Good
week.
night.